Welcome back to Nick and Nat's Paddywhack, everybody. We've got guests. We brought people in. Welcome, Otis and Luke from the Sick Ghouls podcast.
Hello, folks.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
Nick and Nat talk to blacks. Here we come.
Hell yeah,
what a
yeah.
great show.
We wanted to diversify quick.
Yep.
Yeah. So we technically are a hockey podcast, even though we fail at keeping up with it or watching
so
most
bad.
games.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, we're not. We're probably the worst hockey podcast on the planet.
Well, you're
but
Flyers fans.
we are Flyers fans. We're Flyers people. Otis here is a big Penguins guy. Mm-hmm. Luke, I'm kind of feel like you don't give a shit about hockey.
Au contraire.
No,
I'm sorry.
Well, I don't watch it. I don't watch it. But I wanted to pick a team because I went on my thing. It's like, all right, I'm gonna pick my own teams now. You know, but I stuck with the Sixers and the Phillies. But I was like, I pick a. I'm a Commanders fan, and I was like, let me pick a hockey team. Can you guys guess what hockey team I'm a fan of? It's not the Flyers.
Is it
Nashville
the Capitals?
Predators.
That's a really racist answer. But it's not. What did you guess?
The Capitals?
Nope.
Damn.
Minnesota Wild.
Yeah. All right.
And folks, these past 2 months, Minnesota, very wild, folks.
it's been crazy. Yeah. Have you seen the targets there?
So it's So I know Kirill Kaprizov's on the team, and they just got a new guy who was really good. I forgot his name
Quinn
completely.
Hughes.
That guy.
Hell yeah.
They've got a great goalie, Philip Gustafson,
Yep.
former Penguins draft pick. The Wild have a good chance of making it pretty far this year. It's going to be them or the Avalanche, I think, out of the... See, the way the conferences are, they do the top 4 teams in each division make it, but the 4th team could be replaced by a wild card team from the other division if they make. But the top 3 teams in the West, and really you could say, are 3 of the top teams in the league are the Avalanche, Minnesota, and Dallas, and they all 2 of them are going to play in the first round, even though they're going to finish in the top 5. All 3 of them
So
are.
they're gonna wipe themselves out, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like people are advocating for change because the Wild and the Stars are going to play each other in the first round, and both of them are neither of them is a first round exit team.
Yeah, the last.
Yeah, Stars used to be Minnesota. They got
Yeah, the North Stars. Yeah,
My brother-in-law is from Minnesota, and he's a big Wild fan. So
Yeah.
I've learned a little bit from it.
The last game I watched was last year. They played the Golden Knights, and they scored a go-ahead goal to win this. I think to tie the series up, but they got called offsides or something like
Yeah,
that.
they could challenge.
And
on
I
that.
was like, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. So I was like, of course, the one game I watched,
Yeah, the one.
there's an offsides call, and I never even heard of that before. So
Well, it's like it's a different sport. But the one time I watched F1, I was living in a complex back home, and one of my neighbors was English, from England. And we were outside, and they were explaining that it's the last race of the season, and it was so basically it's like Mario Kart, where it's all point based.
Yeah.
So you get points for what races you win, how many points you get, blah blah blah. Last race of the season, statistically, it's like nearly impossible. 2 guys are tied neck and neck, 318.5 points, and it's Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. And they have this big race, and I don't know how to describe it, but basically they fuck over one of the guys on the last lap because they called a delay, but then only halfway did a delay, which favored the other guy.
Yeah.
One race I've ever watched, and I just and then I go back outside, and my neighbor's like, "What the fuck?" He's pissed because his guy lost. But I'm like, so I just watched the whole sport of F1 break.
Yeah.
The one time I watch a race,
I was hoping
that's a good experience.
when you said it was like Mario Kart, I was hoping it was going to be anything else besides of what you just said. I was hoping there's dinosaurs that drive the cars and they throw shells at each other. That would have been really cool.
My first time watching NASCAR, the car explodes. He doesn't get to reset. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
They missed the boosters, but no, yeah. In the hockey world, I've the one big question I have, and I feel like it's an easy answer, but I don't want to Google it. What is icing?
What is that? You have a hockey podcast? You don't know why? No offense.
The entire premise is that neither of us have watched it. We're trying to organically figure it out while watching games.
All right,
casually.
so there's the 2 blue lines and the red line between them.
Yes,
If you're behind the red line and shoot it,
I have
they're
little
appalled as
yapper
well.
dogs.
They're
They're going to be
appalled
weird.
as well. If you're behind the red line and you shoot it and it goes down past the line that's even with the goal line. So the line that's the goal line goes across the whole ice. If you're behind the center line and you shoot it and it goes down behind that line and the other team gets to there first, they bring the face-off back down to your end. And so you can't just kill, if you were up 3-1 in the third period, you would just shoot the puck down the whole time and it would take them 20 seconds or so to retrieve it and bring it back up.
Yeah.
So it would just be like the equivalent of if you could just get the ball and punt it you know what I mean, in football over and over again.
Okay, that makes sense. You just launch it out. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can do that when your team is shorthanded understand it when you have a guy in the penalty box, but you can't.
On a power play.
Yeah, there
Yes.
you go. Well, there you go. Yo, you with the terminology, bro.
So, Nate, are you a Flyers fan?
So I do have a weird background of that. So I had a freshman year roommate in college who's from northern Delaware, which at the time I thought, what was it, Newark? I want to say where UD is, which at the time I was like, that's Philly. And then the longer I lived here, I'm like, not really. But anyway, he picked up their teams and he was a huge Flyers fan. And I was like, I've never watched hockey ever. And so I watched like 3 games with him. And then I was like, cool, this is my team, Olivier Giroux. Let's fucking go. Not Olivier Giroux.
Do you have
Claude Giroux.
Do you have any like Carolina teams?
So,
you're originally from Carolina, correct?
I am. So I'm from South Carolina, and everyone not from the Carolinas lumps us together. Respect. I get it. I get it. There's no North and South Dakota. It's the same. I get it. But like, there's 2 cities in North Carolina that have sports, and it's Charlotte and Raleigh.
Yeah.
And Charlotte's like kind of close to where I am, which is where the Panthers are. So there's like kind of a fighting chance. I'm not a big Panthers fan because we don't do NFL, but the Hurricane are in Raleigh. So that's like East North Carolina. So it's like I could be a Carolina fan, but it would have been...
You didn't grow up with it.
No. And no one really I grew up with cared about hockey.
Right.
So it was aside from like NHL hits games, which are fucking sick, but that was my only
Those
hockey
games were
experience.
fun. You were the one who told me about the Carolinas because you were telling me about Asheville because Billy Strings goes through there all the time and plays like he'll play 4 or 5 sold out shows at the arena there. And I was like, that seems like a random place, and you were like, no, that's one of the party capitals of the world.
It's like an East Coast Portland, but in the mountains.
Oh, man.
Like it's very like
So the heroin is
hippie-ish. The oh god yeah. Oh god yeah. Oh dude, you get you a taste of that. But no, it's very weird. So North Carolina is like 2 states almost, where the east is kind of flatlands with like the colleges, and then the west is mountain hicks, Appalachia. And so Asheville's kind of nestled in that, and it's like a hippie haven almost, and like,
I can see that
kind of vibe. And so musicians love it, especially like bluegrass and folk style.
Oh, I believe that's one thing about. I wish I lived in like the Carolinas or Virginia for the bluegrass stuff, because I only got into it as an adult. If I could have grown up like, with that in the culture, think of how.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is a weird thing. I don't know if you feel this because you're a Texan, but there's something about a fiddle and a banjo. It'll like I'll just hear it in a song and I'm like, I like this, and then I immediately realize it's a fiddle and a banjo. I probably shouldn't like this, and I'm like, that's the mountain genes.
I would say,
well, if you call a fiddle a violin to somebody and you were playing, because it's the same thing, like they'd be like, wow, you play the violin, but it's like, you play the fiddle. And it's like, wow, I love to play the fiddle. But it'd take a long time to learn.
I fiddle around, baby.
Yeah.
they should come up with other alternate instrument names when you want to insult someone. Like, you play the guitar, or like, I don't know, you fucking pluck at the strings. Like,
you plucking and thumping.
yeah.
Actually, I think that's a bass
And
drum.
then you're from Texas?
Yeehaw.
What part?
As northeast as you get.
Okay.
Texarkana.
Nice.
So,
Oh, Texarkana. Okay.
yeah.
It's probably the best name for a city ever.
No, yeah, they named the restaurant in American Psycho after it. So
Really?
yeah,
Hey.
yeah. It's become like an inherited trait by being from there. I just notice it in movies now. I
Okay.
go, whoa,
Look at there.
But the independent wrestling scene, there was a place called IWA Mid-South, and there's a title called the ICWA Texarkana Television Championship, and it was just it was like a giant meme because it was the longest name for a title ever.
Yeah,
but
totally.
that's how I know Texarkana.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
That's a good reason to have it. That's something Stephen Flo would hit up. I don't know if you've
Stephen
seen that.
Flo? Yeah, I
Stephen
know.
Flo's the best.
Yeah, I was like, who the? Oh, I know.
He's a
Stephen
Pearl
Flo.
Jam guy.
Yeah.
That's
hilarious.
You might not be the biggest wrestling guy, but in the indie scene, there's a guy coming up whose name is Stephen Flo, and his intro is Even Flow. But there's a guy that he just says Stephen Flo over and over again. Stephen Flo, Stephen Flo, and he's dressed up like a grunge fighter. Franklin, you're actively ruining things.
whoa.
Oh, he got tangled.
The boy's good, everybody, and he's gonna do it again. I swear to God. Last episode, Franklin, you've been on one, dude. Last episode, you kept trying to play fetch and you crossed into the wires, and now you just want attention. So
Stephen Flo is a pretty
Thank
good.
you, sir.
It's a pretty good wrestling meme. Then there was all the cane. Do you guys see all the canes there was?
oh yeah, where you had like 7 canes
There
coming
was
in
like-
for like
yeah.
a Royal Rumble.
Raising
that was
Cane.
There was Raising Cane. That was good. But then there was like
Nice.
there was indie workers that like the one had like he had Kane's outfit, but it was white. He was cocaine. And there was a guy who came out to Raining Men, who's Gain. So they asked Kane about it. He goes, yeah, I don't think that's very funny.
Future mayor of a town in Tennessee, Kane. Yeah.
Did that all start with Blue Cane? Did that
Blue Cane. There was Blue Cane.
Blue Cane.
It was just Cane, but like that's hilarious to me.
That is awesome.
Blue Cane's the easiest one to make too.
So I have questions about the Carolina. So are Charlotte and Raleigh like at odds with each other?
I don't really know. I feel like they are because Charlotte is like, in my perception, Charlotte's in that western area, but it is a fucking business banking city.
It is.
Yeah.
It is an Applebee's.
I think there's a lot. A friend of mine's a big Carolina Hurricanes fan, and he was telling me that a lot of the people there, like when the Rangers play there, it's always a lot of Rangers fans because there's a ton of New York transplants there.
So Charlotte is, I call it a soulless city. Because it is.
Right.
It's the capital for banking and NASCAR, so that doesn't work already. But
I'm a big NASCAR guy, actually.
I'm working on a bit right now about how Dale Earnhardt changed the South. Anyway, I digress. I don't like NASCAR, but I love Dale, so I'm in a little middle ground with that. But Charlotte, it's there's not really anything to do.
I believe it.
It's nightlife is dead. It's all kids that got good banking jobs out of colleges in the Southeast.
It's a good Coke, probably.
Good cocaine, I'm sure.
Well, it's funny enough you mentioned that. I went through there a few years ago. I went through Charlotte and Raleigh to see some Dead shows, and I'll tell you, it was some of the most debaucherous times of my life. And
all right,
went from one city to the next, and you meet people at the one, and then they're going to the next one. And I remember a fucking kid came up and was selling, because beforehand that the tailgate scene at those things is great. And kid was selling like grilled cheeses on a stick. He literally had them on a stick, and you'd take them off. Couldn't have been older than 8. And then, it's just like he was unattended. And
great parents.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
God,
the best.
My favorite thing is you look to the right and his dad's running the balloon stand.
Yeah. I'll tell you something. That's where it started around here, and I know that because anytime you go to, like when Fish plays at the Mann Center, you go outside and it's just people are. One of the best memories, I told you were talking to me and Sam the night this happened, a friend of mine. There was this woman who was taking a balloon and she fell right down so hard that her glasses got stuck in the mud when she got up. And oh my God, yeah, but there's always somebody there who goes, this started here. Wow. This is where it all began.
That's one of the only drugs I've taken so far. Is I've done weed and I've done nitrous.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, they sell tanks now you could get them at smoke shops.
Dude, that's always been a weird thing too, where it was not balloons, but I feel like there was places you could always get that, like in I'm from the South, so you can get things too easily, but you could always get like what are they, the little canisters.
Yeah, oh yeah,
You could buy those at smoke shops when I was like 16, because I remember sneaking in to get bowls, and you'd be like, that they have like it's glassware and then that shit, like it's like a clear divide and like the high you're getting.
I was out with the great Joe G a few days ago, and I went to a corner store.
We love the gays
to get a. Oh, we were at the gay bars. I've been in every gay bar in this city because of Joe. It's probably the only place I would say. Those are the places I go to the most, like Taboo, now 254. I've probably been to that bar more than any bar in the last year.
I've heard Woody's is overplayed.
Woody's is the McDonald's of the gayborhood. It's like that's where you're gonna go if you've never been there before, but it's where like fucking people from 2 hours away go to get their photo taken.
Now I'm texting my brother. I'm like, you fucking took me to Woody's? Like I'm some casual? Yeah. I live here.
Yeah, it's too. You're not. I don't go there. I just know these. No, but
I was walking towards here and I saw I'm still, because we live in the suburbs, and I was like, I'm still not used to seeing gay couples in public. And I was like so.
It's like the Scott
They're
Van
on
Pelt's.
billboards, Luke.
I know. I'm not used to it. So
they're not used to having gay couples on their podcast. So
yeah, we're working on that. Okay.
Because I was parking and I see an African black guy and an Asian guy holding hands walking a dog. Huh. I'm like, oh man,
whose parents are more upset?
Exactly, the dogs.
Yeah.
So I see them walking, and I'm like, oh man. And then I look closely because I want to stare at him, and I see the Asian guy. It was a woman. I'm like, oh okay. Then I look at the black guy. It was a lesbian. I thought it was a gay guys. Then I was like, oh okay, they're straight. No, they're lesbians.
Welcome to the city.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like that Scott Van Pelt clip where he's watching. It's like the ball drop.
Oh, that's my favorite clip.
It's so fucking. He's watching like the ball drop, and then it shows like one couple kiss, another couple kiss, and then a gay couple kiss.
Oh,
and he's
what do we got?
Yeah, and he wants to be like, what are we doing? But he goes like, oh, what we're having a good time, and he like, immediately immediately tell.
It's such a natural reaction as a straight guy. It's like that's every guy's reaction. Like, oh, God. And he's on TV. It's like, oh yeah, okay.
Well, you and I were doing different things on New Year's, and I think you texted me within like 15 minutes of that happening. It's like,
oh, it was the best.
well, that's how you know it's going to be a good year. Lukey and I are already getting on people for their ways.
Yeah,
15 minutes into the year.
Oh, they'll learn.
Imagine just being a gay couple and you just hear from like 18 feet away, like, that's fine. Like, just someone else processing you being there.
No, I like it. It's good. It's good.
It's hilarious. But what I was getting is, I went out and bought a pack of smokes from a corner store, and they had the little canisters in the boxes of the nitrous there, and I was thinking, should I? And like, no, I'm not. Not on a Thursday night.
That feels like a time and a place one. You know?
Well, it's first of all, you like, if you don't pay attention, you could pass out from those, because you're literally like, it's one of those where you just put so much into you that you could go right down.
What is like the exact science of it? Is it oxygen deprivation, or is it the reaction?
Yeah, it's gas. You're putting poison in. It's the stuff they give you at the dentist.
Yeah, because it's I was always raised to be like, that's the one that scoops stuff out of your brain. Like, it was like, of all the drugs you can do that over the counter, it's like that and Pep Spice. Like,
yeah, they say that that's the type of one that you really shouldn't be doing ever. But it's like, I walk out of these concerts and I'm powerless. Like, you've seen, it's like part of it. And you know, when like when you see, I'll tell you, one of the craziest places that I've seen with that is Baltimore. Because like usually in cities, it's harder to get that. Like when you're a little, like when you're in the equivalent of a city of how the place in Camden is to Philly, like it's kind of free reign. Yeah. But when you're in an actual city, there's like city cops, and usually like how Philly has different rules in the state and everything. And
that makes sense. Yeah, cops have to try.
Yeah, or at least pretend to. But in Baltimore, not only like they were selling them on the street in front of the venue, but before the show. So it was 6 o'clock and it was light out, and they were doing this, and I was like, oh man. Yeah, Baltimore is a mess.
Well, it's actually funny you say that. It kind of processed in my head because I've been to 2 music festivals in my life, and it was Bonnaroo in 2016 and then Rolling Loud in 2017, the year before everyone would get shot once a year at Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
Fair.
Bonnaroo in 2016. Did the Dead play at that one?
Yep, that was the headline. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. We snuck into Jeeb and 2 blunts, and someone had like the cracker to make nitrous, and I wasn't hitting it. But it was like we're just gonna bring everything in on this.
Did they open with Truckin'? I think I've listened to that show a few times.
I actually think they did, because I know just a few of their songs. But also live jam bands, it's hard for me to pick up on what they're playing than.
It goes in this. Yeah, I didn't mean to change, but it's crazy
right.
that
I was gonna say, it's funny you say that, because Rolling Loud, I went with some friends, and it's in Miami, and I think they've moved the venue since, but it was very regulated, so like they would take your shit, so there would just be like blunts on the table and everything. And at Bonnaroo, they kind of cared, because that's in like the Tennessee mountains. Like they like whatever legal system is in the Tennessee mountains is like, dude, as long as they're not smoking crack in front of babies, we don't give a shit. And so it was way more lax.
The Bonnaroos used to be like jam band based. It was like it would be mostly jam band lineups in like the early 2000s, and now it's kind of like. And if you want to sell out anything like that, you got to have like indie pop on it now, because it's I mean, it's just what sells. It's like now there's so much out there that it's like people find their own stuff that you got to have the little bit of mainstream cred for some of these things to sell well. I couldn't imagine trying to put on something like that. The money it would take.
It feels like that era of festivals was massive in like 2015 to 2019. You know what I'm saying? Like that was when it was like super cool to go to those.
I went to one. I went to Warped Tour in 2016.
I bet that was a good one.
But that was like touring though. That was a different. Like the Bonnaroos, like Warped Tour kind of was around for. I feel like that was its own thing for a long time.
Warped Tour's been around for. I feel like 90s pop punk bands have been singing about Warped Tour. Like it's been,
well now they do like the destination festival things for it, but it used to be like the tour that would go to every like different venue, like the amphitheaters and everything.
Yeah. And the one thing I remember was like, I remember going to Bonnaroo just because I heard about it a lot. And then like that next year, like Coachella was the summer for everybody. Like it was like every time summer came around, they'd be like Coachella. Like you would just see all the memes and all the things of it and whatnot. And like,
oh yeah. Well, you talk to a girl who's been to one of those. It's all she wants to fucking talk about.
Good God. But it was like my friends that were going to Bonnaroo beforehand, because they were music people, were like, Bonnaroo sucks now. And this was in like 2016. And they were like, it's like they were like, it was a fun time. They're like, yeah, it sucks now. And I remember being like, this is a fun experience. And then 3 years later, I started to see the lineups. Like, I think they had hot take. I'm not a U2 fan.
No,
fuck you.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't fucking get it. And so they headlined the next year, and my buddy was like, we should go to that. And I was like, like I'm not.
Some of the most.
I'm not doing that again for you too.
I like
Crucified music.
one song by them. I like New Year's Day, and that is the only song I like by them.
But then you hear Sunday Bloody Sunday, and then you get mad at like how stupid it is.
Yeah,
and then
that song-
you just,
that song
then it just
sucks.
takes away everything you had.
Oh, dude.
If you like U2, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say the documentary. It might get loud. It's like they follow 3 guitarists.
Yeah.
and one of them, they do the Edge.
Yeah.
No, and I love it because he talks about writing music, but he uses so many fucking guitar effects. He shows it where he just has his acoustic going dun dun. And he goes, yeah, but then it'll sound different because of all the the things happening. And so he's trying to pitch songs to people that is just like 3 notes. Just
Oh my god.
And it might get loud. Isn't he in there with fucking Jimmy Page and Jack White?
Jimmy Page
Wow.
and Jack White.
But it's like, how are you going to sit in front of Jimmy Page when you're the Edge and not be embarrassed?
Oh, deeply. Oh yeah. I mean, Jack White.
How are you going to open your mouth?
I like Jack White to an extent, but I mean,
no one loves Jack White as much as Jack White. Like,
Yeah.
like he's definitely like my favorite artist. I do not want to hang out with. Like he scares me in that regard.
Is he the U2 guitarist, Jack White, or is he
no, Jack White's White Stripes.
White Stripes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Jimmy
like
Page is Led Zeppelin.
He does that shit where like Jack White will put his guitar on the ground and he'll start stepping on it
Yeah.
to get it out of tune because he's like, I'm just so bored because I know all the stuff, so now I just gotta like start bending the chords so it'll sound right, and then I can entertain myself.
woe is me,
and I'm
artist.
like, you're full of shit.
dude.
Jack White fan.
I was
right
about
there.
to say, dude, we were pissing the boys off. Get 2 small dogs. That's a great idea. And then start recording a podcast in your house. That's going to go very well.
Could the wife be home?
Nah, she's out of town for her. Okay, so women, white women, I'm just going to come out and say it. When did golden birthdays become a thing?
What even is that?
That is when you turn 26 on the 26th year of the world.
Oh, it's a star birthday, I think.
It's a star birthday? Oh, okay. So her sister turned 26 and it's 2026. So it's like a big birthday for her. So my sister flew to Austin. Or my wife flew to Austin.
So wait, if she turned 26 in 2026, isn't that going to be every birthday for the rest of her? She was just born in 2000.
Oh, no, wait. It's the day of the month, I think.
Yeah.
It was the day of the month. My bad. Whoops. Yeah, you just debunked so much logic out of the dumbest thing I've ever said where I had to take a pause.
Yeah, because my birthday is the 18th. My golden birthday was when I turned 18 on the 18th. Yeah.
Mine was when I was 2. So
yeah, that makes sense. She left like 3 days ago. Yeah.
This is like after about 40 years, we're fucking sick of your shit. What do you mean this is an extra special year for you? You're still...
You turned 26 in 2026 last year, motherfucker.
Now you're
That's
27 in 2027?
Yeah.
sorry.
So anyway, the
That's
dogs
better
are-
than astrology, though.
Yeah, thank God my wife's not an astrology girl.
oh, the astrology people. I had somebody tell me once, because I'm a Capricorn, they said, and I said, I just don't believe in it. Like, I don't want to take it away from you if you believe in it, but I don't believe in it. And she said to me, well, that's just what someone with your birth chart would say. And I'm like,
course.
So it's like, if I you can't win with these people.
No, it's actually a flawless logic because now anything you do is your birth sign.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I couldn't help it.
I think this is all stupid and you need to get your life together. Well, you would say that you're a Virgo. You feel like you have to tell other people how
What
to
are your
live their
guys'
lives, so-
signs?
I was going to say,
Virgo.
yeah.
You're a Virgo?
Virgie, because me and my wife are 12 days apart on our birthdays, so we're both Virgo.
I'm a Taurus.
I'm a Gemini. I'm the most hated sign.
There you go.
Gemini. Luke's a Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a 98 brown Toyota Camry. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
No, all credit to. I met your wife before at Brownies.
Yeah,
She's very nice.
There's no reason she should be with me. It's amazing. It really is. It's astounding.
I tell her all the time. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
fucking-
Did you force her to go to Brownies?
I think she's just
Or she
supportive.
wanted-
Technically, yeah.
You had to have. Because why would any successful woman want to go to Brownies, the open mic?
Nah.
We're on the show.
I don't think no, it was the open mic, and the only reason I drug her is because we were at somewhere like half a block away.
Oh, well,
and
then that's not bad.
And I knew I'd have to walk by Brownies to get to the transit. And it was like, well, if I walk past them, they're
Yeah.
gonna say. And then I got there and I was like, yeah. She's like, we have literally nothing else to do. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna do comedy tonight. I'm not gonna do it tomorrow night. So I might as well get a set in.
Yeah.
And then I forced Nardo to put me up early, and I like bombed. But it was all right. It was expected.
That's not always happens.
Isn't that the best?
Yeah.
Just, friend or family. They're like, I really want to see you do this. And I'm like, I don't really want you to.
Yeah.
And then that's the worst set of like a 5-year stint.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
100%.
ever had a good set of Brownies in my life.
I don't really. I think once or twice, and it's because they put me up early, and I just started yelling at people. But
Yeah.
the vibe of that place doesn't. It's not me. Orleans I do good at. I don't know why, but Yeah.
I go to Brownies. That's still like one mic I still go to fairly. He was wearing a goddamn dashiki, and it made me laugh.
TJ Lee.
Yeah, I always laugh. Well, I'll tell you, I would go there. I haven't been there in a few weeks. I think I love to talk to Charlie.
Can you beer me? Sorry.
Oh, my fault, dude. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good.
But we'll be talking, and then these fucks come up and just talk to you. There was a day a few months ago, I guess it was probably January,
These fucks.
when it was so cold. It was freezing cold out, and so everyone was inside, and people just came up every time Charlie and I got a minute. People would just come up and start fucking bothering. And I'm talking about losers.
I thought you were going to say, I'm talking about Luke. I don't know.
No. And well, no, but it's like there's nothing worse. Luke's heard me bitch about this, and he and I feel in lockstep about this. There's nothing worse than when you're having a conversation with a core guy at a mic, and just some fucking dumb fuck comes up and wants to talk to you about their own like comedy stuff. And it's like, we're talking about life. We're having a good time, and it doesn't matter to me what their level of clout is. It's like, if you're gonna come up and put your comedy shit on us when we're just trying to live our fucking lives, you should be thrown off a fucking bridge.
It happens a lot to people that are starting out, and it's like, I used to be nicer, I'd say. I think I'm still nice, but I'm not responding to anyone's Facebook messages or Instagram messages anymore.
I do, because I run a mic and I forget all the fucking time.
Right.
Constantly.
There's a guy I just met. He's a nice guy, but he messaged me a couple weeks ago, and like I was driving somewhere, and he goes, "Hey man, are you gonna come to like let's say
You're gonna
Rotten
say
Rouse?"
my mic.
Yeah, but it wasn't your
This
mic.
fucking dork, Nick Flint.
No. He's like, hey, he said, message me. He goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Brownies tonight. Hey, is there any way are you coming? Because I want to run some bits by you." And it's like, oh, I got so mad that he sent it. I'm like, I am so angry about that. That drove me insane.
That's a weird ass thing to ask
That's
anyway.
the point
it's
to
like,
do at the mic. You're supposed to get up there and run the bits by.
I know.
You run it to the whole room, and like if you want,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird to me to be like. It's one thing if it's my friend. I'm like, I'm gonna go do a thing. It's another thing to calculate it and be like, I want you to analyze my comedy.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about your comedy at all.
I don't give a shit about pretty much anyone.
My own comedy I don't care about.
Honestly.
The saddest thing is the people I was thinking of probably have done this longer than any of us. Like the people that'll still come up
that is sad. That is true too.
Honestly, one of the most autistic things I've ever done was because I was socially awkward at one point, and I was looking up how to socialize with people in big rooms, and the first thing was, if two people are talking directly, do not interrupt them, because it might be an important conversation. And I was like, great, I had to learn that through reading it on the internet like a weirdo, but at least it stuck with me. So now it's like, anytime I see one-on-one conversations, I'm always like, well, yeah, no, don't hop into that. Hop into a group of three.
When I was first starting out, though, I was like, I started like 2019, like towards the end. So I was still doing comedy at Bar 13, I think, during COVID. And all the Philly comics, like the big Philly comics, would go there because there's one of the only mics going on. Mm-hmm. And like, they would never say that now.
Oh God, no.
Or like 2022 or anything like that.
Yeah, shout out Fenris and Bar 13, by the way.
Yeah, but I was like Peggy O'Leary and Ryan Foster were there, and I would follow and I followed them on Instagram. And they wouldn't follow me back, and I was like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?"
You just got big time.
Yeah, I was so mad about that.
100%.
Now I don't follow. People who have more followers than me that follow me, I don't follow them back.
That's the craziest thing too. Is I'll be in a circle of people that I don't know, and someone will come in and meet people, and like they'll just they won't even be that funny, but they'll try to riff, and then there'll be a pause, and they're
That's
about to
the
walk
worst.
away, and they're like,
if you riff to me when I first meet you in conversation, I will always hate you, and I will never be your friend.
Yeah, that's a
because
good
that's
point.
the worst thing. If you riff in front of me, I want to shoot you in the head.
Yeah.
That drives me insane.
if there's a group riff and you throw a thing in there, it better be funny. But if we're one-on-oneing it, it's like, but it is funny when someone comes and does that, and then the riff's done, and then they take the pause, and they're about to walk away, and they go, "All right, cool, man. Well, by the way, can I get your Instagram real quick?
really?
Like, can I follow
That's
you?"
never
Like,
happened to me.
That's honestly, that happens more in New York when I go visit, but it's a very common thing of like, hey, we just socialized.
I know.
Here you
Well,
go.
New York,
God forbid a conversation goes wasted where all you get out of it is the interaction.
Well, it's
People
like
make me sick.
I-
These people
yeah,
should
it's
be fucking
ridiculous.
shot.
It's ridiculous.
It's like I don't even know, man. I just like for me, like even with social media, I'm weird with it. But it's like if you follow me, you care to follow me, and that's it. I'm not gonna ask you for it. And like if I follow you and you don't follow me, it's because you thought of that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know
It's
the
'cause
comic?
Gilpender. But oh god, so yeah, you go to some of these things and you look at the behavior at this. I've never once, and I'm in the extreme minority with this. I've never based my opinion with people or my tolerance for people's conversation based off how many followers they have. But so many fucking people. We were talking about someone before that I said was a complete boot-looking shill.
Yes,
and it's like that guy would come up if so-and-so bought 5,000 bot followers overnight, that guy would be 1,000 times nicer to you after. And it's like...
That's the shittiest part about comedy with social media is that, like, you'll like someone and then you'll realize they play that game of, like, relationship based off followers. And then you're like, well, now I hate you.
I've had to stop. There are a few friends that I've had to just, like... We haven't even had like fallings out, but it's like I'm just.
Funny we brought this up. We were talking about Steve and Flo earlier. So I'm trying to watch wrestling more, just in a general sense.
You picked the worst time.
Never been
I was
worse.
going to say
bad
it's a
time.
hard time.
You picked a really bad time.
It is.
You were literally like a year, 2 years off.
I know, because I'm trying to look into it, and it seems like AEW's crumbling, and then it's all falling back to WWE, which doesn't even know what they're doing anymore.
AEW, they're both bad. WWE is bad and boring. AEW is so bad it's actually entertaining.
Okay.
That's so like.
Come around on it to that level.
What's that?
I'm shocked you've come around on it to that level.
Like it's
Really?
gotten that
To being
bad.
entertaining again.
Well, I mean, it's so like they had a match where like guys were like shoving syringes in their mouth and like throwing each other on glass and thumbtacks. So like, that's retarded. But like, you know, I mean, it's funny to watch that stuff.
It's like poorly done death matches. Yeah.
I mean, is there a well done death match?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Moxley has he has whatever is inside of like a 13-year-old girl who cuts her arms and listens to My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Like to go out there and cut yourself open because they're really doing it. There was a thing where Edge fucking suplexed him. Did you ever see that? Or Adam Copeland suplexed him on that barbed wire bat and it was hanging out of his back.
No.
It was like he was standing. It was hanging out of his back.
It was a bat with nails through it. And
I cannot support anybody who does
has a
that to
child.
himself.
Well, the thing with him was
Terrible.
like, what is? Well, first off,
Dies. He has a child.
Side
Dies.
note. Did Edge actually goes Adam Copeland in AEW?
Yeah.
No. He goes by Cope. He was Adam Copeland. Now he goes by Cope.
So that then brings up the follow up. Well, actually, I feel like I have more on John Moxley, but that brings up the follow up question. So did Christian? How did he get away with it? Because Christian went from WWE.
That's a great
Christian
question.
to
Cage.
He was Christian.
It was Christian Cage.
Christian Cage.
So then they
yeah.
just the Cage part.
Yeah.
Okay, because I always wanted because Christian was one of the first guys as a kid watching it where he left and then he came on TNA and I was like, "There's other wrestling."
Yeah,
Like,
that's how
same
I
with me.
felt.
Same
Yeah,
with me.
yeah.
Exactly.
See, like, I remember I watched the first episode of TNA. I watched it was in Kurt Angle debut.
Dude, Perk Angle.
Oh, he
peak
was the
years.
man.
But anyway, so John Moxley, I did see him in the deathmatch. What is it? The Nick Gage documentary.
Yeah.
And I've always wondered with John Moxley because when he was in the WWE as Dean Ambrose, he was like Mystique and whatnot in his own way. Like, is he like what? Like, is he just a deathmatch wrestler that has found his way into the mainstream? Is he just playing around with it? Like, what is his thing? Because deathmatch is not a mainstream thing.
No, he started training in like the HWA in like Ohio. And he went like he had the WWE developmental stuff. And then he went to CZW, which is it's a deathmatch promotion in like Philly.
Okay.
And they started doing like, you know, Tournament of Deaths and Cage of Death, like the deathmatch stuff there.
Okay.
But he also wrestled.
Oh, okay.
So he wasn't just deathmatch, and then he got signed. But like he's like the first big deathmatch wrestling guy.
I was going to say, so for frame of reference for our listeners, because we are a hockey podcast, which we take seriously, in the wrestling world, so there's typical wrestling, and then there's a type of wrestling called deathmatch, which is where they take a lot of things like fluorescent long light bulbs you find in offices, nails and such, and they beat each other with it in a way where it won't damage them forever, but it'll make them bleed like a stuffed pig.
Well,
so that being said, it's not something you want to put on TV for families to watch, but it's really fun.
It does. I think it is death. I think it does affect them for the long term. A lot of those guys that do those matches are like on meth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a meth fest.
Yeah.
It's essentially open micers with better builds.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Right, open mic wrestling.
Used to wrestle
Anyone-
death matches.
really?
Yeah.
Well,
The Luminary.
Oh, he'll let you know about it.
oh, I'm going to talk to him, so I need to figure that out.
He's the type of guy who he'll say to you 3 minutes into a 7-minute conversation where you say less than 5 words. Hey, stick with me on this. It's worth it.
I love him, but like one time I was talking to him at one of the funniest.
I love him.
I do.
I love him, but
I was talking to him one time at one of the funniest, and I was talking about something. He goes, I had to use the bathroom. Hey, you got 3 minutes? And he went to the bathroom. I'm like, yeah. And I just left. I'm like, if he's saying, do I have 3 minutes? It's going to be a 30-minute story.
I'll keep that one in because Andrew will probably laugh at that. What am I?
I'm so conflicted on whether. All right, I'm going to tell it.
Well, one thing I thought was funny about I'm a big wrestling documentary guy. I don't know why.
Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, all the Dark Side of the Rings. What is it?
Wrestling with Shadows is really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What is the one? The big one. It's not Off the Mat, but it's
Beyond the Mat.
Beyond the Mat. That one's a really, really good one. But one of the things I've noticed with the documentaries that I thought was really funny, they now do podcasts aside from documentaries, which normally suck. But I watched the one. Okay, so you guys, I'm going over all the pages. So you guys are around the same age. Were you like when JBL turned heel?
Loved it.
Did you hate him, or did you did you like heels? Like, was that where you? Because for me, like, I was at the age where I couldn't fully process it.
Yeah.
So I just hated him.
I hated him too, but now I think he's some of the funniest.
When JBL turned heel, so I was I was probably 04.
Yeah.
So I was 5 years old. So my mom gets around. So my sister. So my older brother's white. I'm black, and my sister's Mexican. Okay. So my sister was born in 02. My sister's born in 02. So our grandmother, like she's pretty much like kind of raised us. But she's like an older white Italian lady. So my sister's Mexican. So she would like force me.
So you were the favorite?
She would no, I'm black. My brother's white. My sister, she would force like Mexican culture on. So she forced me into tutoring Spanish.
Really?
Like she would cook Spanish. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
So when JBL was, I love JBL. I love JBL.
That's a great reason to love
I
him.
hated heels because I was 5 years old, but I loved JBL. JBL was the man.
Nick, did you know what we're talking about? I'll give you a quick run. JBL, wrestler in WWE. His name is John Bradshaw Layfield, but he went by Bradshaw forever, where he was just
I just
a
know
big dude.
JBL speakers.
Well, get ready. This is a better JBL. Anyway, one day in the mid 2000s, there's a wrestler, Eddie Guerrero. He's since passed. Probably one of the greatest wrestlers ever. Mexican. They decided, because wrestling relies on stereotypes, that they would have this guy be just a Texan, just a cowboy hat wearing Texan who hated
yeehaw.
Mexicans, and he was him.
The crazy thing is that's who he actually is in real
In
life.
his blood, yeah. Like, he went for decades just being this hardcore guy that didn't talk much to his true Texan self. And there's cuts where he just says the most racist things to Mexican people.
Oh, God.
Because he's trying to get Eddie riled up. And I remember being a kid being like, well, that's a piece of shit guy. Anyway, the reason I bring him up, I watched his interview with The Undertaker. He might be the funniest person ever.
Oh, he's hilarious. I love, and even in hindsight, he's so underrated. He's fucking hysterical.
He's one of the funniest because, like, not even in the sense of just like the whatever being the redneck dude talking about stereotypes. Like, he told one story. Like, he was a classic bully, but they're all wrestlers, so they're kind of bullies along the way, somewhere or the other. You're a giant human.
Yeah.
And he told this story, it made me laugh so hard. So when you travel on the road, you travel together with people. So if you're working with a guy like a manager, like Dutch Mantel, I think it was, who was his manager in his early years, you drive from city to city with the same people. Yeah. So you're with them all the time. So he's with this guy, Dutch. Dutch is way older, and JBL's in like mid-20s. And he says they go to a stop at some point. It's way back in the day, and Dutch had to go to a payphone to call his wife. And he goes to call his wife, and while he's on the phone with his wife, JBL runs up and he pants him. And he's wearing these like weird boxer briefs that are at a funny color. Yeah. But the thing that made me laugh the hardest was after he pantsed them, he stepped on the underwear. And so Dutch Mantel is on the phone in the payphone, broad daylight, ass around, just fucking weird underwear. And he's on one hand on the phone and he's using the other to like try and grab his underwear, but he can't get his fucking underwear because there's a 300-pound man standing on his pants. So he's like, and his wife's like, are you okay? And he's like, I gotta get it. And then he just ran away, JBL. And I was like, that's a great bully move. I would have never thought of that.
God.
To stand on the pants.
Getting middle school bullied and you're a married man.
In his 60s at that point, I think.
Oh yeah, like saying into the phone, they took my pants, give me a minute. Like
But yeah, and then he dubbed Big Show Shrek, which
oh yeah, that was good.
I mean, that's punching up at its finest.
You had to watch the ones where the guys who like had bad careers in WWE do the interviews. That's what I watch.
Maven, I hate Maven.
Oh, that Maven. Maven sucks.
Maven with that kind of that sweet boy.
This is what I would do if I was. Well, you were 3 years in the company and you fucking fired. You're not even fucking. You're irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Like hearing like do you know who Kid Cash is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like hearing him talk about like, man, these motherfuckers try to get over on me. I know my character, man. I bury these motherfuckers. It's like no one knows who you are, but it's so funny to me.
Yeah, you're coming out like Dave Schultz, but no one knows who you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dave Schultz is my favorite thing in wrestling because one of my favorite things in wrestling was it just as a whole. Somewhere in the 90s, really because Brian Pillman and Bret Hart and the internet, let's be real, wrestling went from like what we know it as. Well, I'm sorry, let me reverse that. Now what we know it as today, which is a song and dance. It's a choreographed thing. There's a story that we all tell. Before those things in the 90s, most people thought it was kind of real. Not real in the sense of like these guys, like it was real in the sense of like they're going to get hurt and there's kind of a story tied to it.
Yeah.
So when you look back on all these like older tale things, it's like they're really pulling one over on people. And I forget who exactly I was trying to reference in particular, but it is really funny. Like I don't know. I actually kind of forgot my point here, but it's kind of my main reason of liking the history of wrestling is like when you look back on all these stories, these guys are like, yeah, we just beat the shit out of each other because we had to, and then behind closed doors, we just popped pills and got black out together. And they're like, you're my best friend forever. Yeah. Like,
well, it came from the circus. It was carny shit. It was
yep.
And it was, they'd go from town to town and everything. And could you imagine going to see a wrestling show 100 years ago? How great that must have been.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Because
Gorgeous George.
It would just, Gorgeous George. Oh, yeah. Because what they do is they just bring tough guys through a carnival.
Guess what, Pawnee, Indiana? These guys hate each other and decided to fight right in front of you.
Yeah.
Well,
What a treat.
well, what they would do, fun history lessons, they would just have a carnival come and there would be a tough guy. And the tough guy would be like, try and fight me. And then he'd beat everyone's ass. And then eventually they're like, well, we can't. We got to figure this out.
Yeah.
So then they just got another tough guy to hide in the crowd and be like, I'll beat your ass. And then,
Oh, how could you say that?
yeah, and you know it hurts
Hand me a Corona,
too.
please.
They should add just a little bit of lithium to, like, White Monster energy drink. I feel like that could change a lot of our.
Shout out my buddy in New York, Cameron Leedy. He said this once. He doesn't drink coffee. He drinks white monsters every morning, so he doesn't become a white monster.
That's all.
So there you go.
Can I hit one?
I'm not
Oh, hit anyone. Let's see what we got. Yeah! We got some fun ones in there.
Oh, that was the Law and Order one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait,
do you know which one's?
I was raised.
Do you know which one's Franklin's designated?
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah. Every time Franklin would get on camera, we'll talk to him, and then he just kindly reminds us,
Oh, nice.
Franklin the dog?
Yeah, Franklin the dog.
That's the
Did
black
we,
dog.
did we have
That is the black dog.
Did
We're
we
an
have any
ethnic
type
household.
of co-host when we did the podcast?
What's up?
Did we have any type of like Franklin type character when we did the? Oh, we had Alan.
We had Alan.
Alan, the cat?
No, Alan was. We never had cats when we lived together. Alan was a stuffed unicorn. I still have him. He's at the house.
Okay.
I gotta
Oh, yeah.
bring him. Yeah, we haven't been doing the pod lately. We've got to start doing it again. I just have we just haven't done it.
Yeah. We've been doing our shit just randomly. It's a fun little thing. We have pretty interesting segments. Actually, we can do our first segment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have segments.
Nope. First segment.
Shut up, bitch!
All right. See, every time I do it, I fail.
Okay.
It's not meant for me. It's meant for Nick.
Yeah.
Not for you.
Anyway, our first segment. It's our favorite. What do we call it? Shout outs?
Yeah, so shout out. So this is just almost like a gratefulness, a thankfulness thing, So you're just going to shout out things that you appreciated throughout the week. So like,
we'll just fire through, just keep going. So shout out the gay community. I respect it.
shout out AAA batteries.
Shout out my Nissan Xterra for driving me places. Shout out to that. Boy.
Shout out, and this is why I laughed before, Luke's mother, because I locked myself out of our place recently, and Luke's mother has a key. She had to come in, not recently, today. That's why I was late getting here. And Luke's mom had to come and let me in. She said, "Hey, Otis, come on." Her key gets stuck in the door. Have you ever seen that? No. She's like, "Is it stuck in there?" And I'm like, "Yes." It's like, why didn't you warn me about this? I was standing there trying to pull it out. But yeah, I was late today because I was driving, or I shut the door, and then I immediately realized my keys were on my dresser. But
So shout out Luke's mom.
shout out Luke's mother. She's great. Shout out the country of Mexico.
Shout out Birkenstock so I know who smells bad at all times.
Shout out dog houses that look like people houses, so I know where you're supposed to be.
Shout out Steve Kane, one of the best fellas around.
Shout him out.
Shout out my hey dudes. I didn't have to tie any shoes today. There we go. Yeah.
Show
There
those
you
off.
go.
Show those off. Those are nice.
There you
Yeah.
go. Woo! There you go. Flex on
You
him.
don't like Birkenstocks?
I mean, it's just it's the person that wears them.
I've been
I
thinking
bought
about getting them back.
I bought a pair of knockoff Birkenstocks off Amazon.
Birken knots.
They are not comfortable. They are not comfortable at all.
They hurt them toesies.
They
a
do
little
hurt.
bit.
They do hurt.
They don't feel good. Shout out, fucking, God damn it, I don't even know really. Not PPA. Shout out, fuck PPA. How about that? Just a quick fuck PPA because they always need to hear that.
Shout out Philadelphia Neighborhood.
Shout out Smithereens.
Shout out
And-
the very funny Will Craig.
Oh, Will Craig. We
Shout
adore,
out Will Craig.
We adore the very funny
Shouts
Will
out
Craig.
Will Craig. Shout out Sherelle Parker because you sound like such an idiot, but you still made it to mayor.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, that's hey, listen, I support women in
I
Who was
support-
Cheryl
I support-
Parker?
Sherelle
Who
Parker.
was Sherelle Parker?
She's the mayor who
Philadelphia.
couldn't spell Eagles.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she-
Okay.
right here,
Okay.
right here.
Hey, go out there and breathe in the air and say thank you for this, Sherelle. I fuck with Sherelle, bro. I'll be fucking with Sherelle.
Shout him out. Hell yeah.
Sherelle, she wants to do a rideshare tax in the city to make Ubers take even longer.
Oh,
Shut up, bitch.
we love you, Sherelle. Yeah, so that's shout outs. We like to have fun with it.
It's funny
good.
how the mayor of Philadelphia and the senator of Pennsylvania can't spell Eagles.
That's a hard one. Let's be real. It's been talked about again and again, but it needs to
Fetterman
never
can't
be forgotten
spell
about.
Eagles?
How can you
No.
not spell fucking Eagles?
No, he actually didn't.
It's
say,
part of
I
the
don't think he's-
chant.
No, I don't think he did.
Why would we even try the chant? Fetterman, we talked about this a few episodes ago. Didn't you say he still drives a car?
Oh, of
He
course
shouldn't.
does.
He shouldn't. I mean,
I'll tell
no,
you-
all his staff is quitting because of the way he drives. They're not even like, I don't agree with him anymore. They're like, if you are in the car with him, you are in danger.
He looks like a withering man.
We had a friend who volunteered for the Fetterman campaign. And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that he turned out to be the biggest shill Democrat in the history of the
Who
world.
was it? I'll tell you something. And I remember there was a girl told me, this might have been a friend of a girl I was seeing at the time, like the summer before. A girl said, this is the most important midterm we've ever had. And then the choices for Senate were a guy with brain damage and an Arab. And it's like, well, fuck. There were people at the time who couldn't, because we went to see Trump and Dr. Oz and Marjorie Taylor Greene together.
I would pay so much money
No,
for that.
she wasn't there. It was.
She was. No, she was. She came up.
Was she there?
She was there.
Oh, yeah,
that was
she
when
was
we were in
there.
line. We
MTG?
weren't in there, yeah.
Dude,
But Mastriano was there too. That's
What a
who was running
genius
for
over
governor.
time.
But yeah,
MTG
but
at MSG.
there were people after
Nice.
they would not admit that, like, because you cannot. Trump will never look worse than when you have him talk after a cardiologist.
No.
Like, there were people though who would not admit. People who were so like politically on one side or the other, they wouldn't admit that. And it's crazy. The hardcore left and hardcore right would not admit that Oz was smarter than Trump.
what you need to do is you need to have a dog do a backflip and then have Trump do that. You know what I mean? Like you need some pizzazz with no intelligence.
Or
You need,
a
like,
Sick Ghouls live episode, and then Trump comes out.
we love the
It's like, this guy seems mild.
We're gonna do it. You need Drewski dressing up as a politician to come out, and then
Who
have
you gonna
Trump.
be?
I don't know. I'll be Charlie now.
Damn, that's mean.
Luke, when Drewski was first coming out, like we were first got big, we were like, oh my god, this guy looks just like Luke.
Yeah.
You're fucking lucky. I got Jared from Subway when I was a kid because I had glasses and looked like this.
I got Bin Laden.
I was 21. I wasn't a kid.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I could have marketed it better if I was 10 years older.
I used to get fat Russell Crowe, but now I just get Russell Crowe. So I mean,
You got another one that actually it's pretty good with Q.
yeah,
From
Q-
Impractical
Q
Jokers.
from
That's a pretty good
Q.
one.
That's why I said that when I came in. Q.
It's
yeah.
true. No, I've literally. My grandma lives in North Virginia, and I got stopped twice in the fucking Lidl. And yeah, no, my grandma was then like, we should like watch Impractical Jokers. That's so funny. And I'm like, Grandma, I'm not gonna watch a show of a guy that looks just like me and is funnier and more successful. Like, I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Apparently, Murr has allegations against him. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Apparently, he's trying to message an underage girl.
There's one guy that I would think would do that. It's the gay one.
Honestly, the funniest part. Actually, let me word this correctly.
Is Sal the gay one?
Yes.
Okay.
And Murr, both of them are. Their loafers are
I think
light.
Sal is married. Is flamboyant.
Well, I'll
as
tell
he
you
is.
something.
But
Married guys are among the gayest people
He's
I
got
know.
a good beard. Then I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
he does.
no. What was I gonna say? Joe Gatto. The fact that Joe Gatto was the one that got in trouble. It's just funny.
It is funny.
It's terrible that it happened, obviously, but at the same time, it's like, could it be?
Well, you cheat on your wife, you make your own bed, like, and then he gets all like quitting the group. He got all like fucking high and mighty and everything. It's like, well, guess what, buddy? No one. It's not like fucking Sal put your cock in somebody else.
And
that wasn't
honestly,
your
and
wife.
it's the one who, like, in no context could be taken seriously ever.
Yeah.
Okay, but
You know what I
also,
mean?
do we
Imagine
know if
Joe
this is
fucking.
real?
Scoopski potatoes.
Yeah, but it's not.
No,
right?
no, we don't even know if it's real. Maybe they were like, all right, now text the 14-year-old.
Oh, Joe's talking to a young bull. I didn't know that. I thought he just cheated on his wife.
I thought it was. I thought
it was
a-
just cheating on his wife. I thought.
It was
Just
Yeah.
generically?
Okay.
I think so.
Why
maybe
are
it
we
was-
upset about that? I
Well,
mean, people
no,
used to do that all the time.
I
I mean,
could've
I'm not
sworn-
like I'm not like, oh, that's cool. I'm just
Right.
like
I
I
mean, you
agree.
should lose your
I agree.
job over it,
Oh
though.
my god!
So-
I think
I mean-
he did it on his own. I think is like a fucking like self-penance.
I
These
know.
guys get so obsessed with their image and everything, and it's like, well, then just don't cheat when you're a public figure.
He's
How about you
he's
just
not
don't
my
cheat?
life coach. He just goes up there and
Yeah.
like
He's tonight's biggest loser, and he's going to be kicked off on Practical Jokers.
I like how this-
exactly. He shows his ass in front of
Yes.
like a
Well-
group of investors. You know?
That would be fun. Actually, this is the second time I've been on a pod with you two, and I had to pull my phone out to look up something I made a claim for. It was sexual assault.
Okay,
Joe?
that's pretty bad.
Wow.
By the way,
Yeah,
he
it
should
was
look up
SA.
more claims because, like,
That's
I
bad.
swear to God, like 4 or
sorry.
5 times he's told me that you get freebie DUIs. He's told me you get freebie DUIs in the Midwest.
I take shots. All right, let's
he
be
just,
real
he
here.
just names a Midwest state, and he goes, "I hear there, like after the third, like they won't do it until the third time."
I did hear in Minnesota you can get 6 before you go to jail. I heard.
Minnesota.
I heard something about the cold land when you just have to fight snow. They're like, just get blackout drunk. We don't care. Yeah, but no. So Joe Gadd.
you're fun.
Getting fast and loose with the soundboard.
So shout out Impractical Jokers.
I mean, that's one of the funniest shows there's ever been.
It is objectively hilarious, and my favorite part is whenever Murr has to do a punishment, you can tell. Like you'll be like, Sal, you got to get a tattoo on a
Yeah.
weird body part, or fucking Joe, you got to do a weird dance, or Q, you got to say
Jump down a
something.
waterfall or something like that.
Murr, we're gonna make you have a public vasectomy, which literally happened.
Really?
He literally got it was like he was on a stage with like a curtain, and then the doctor walked up and. God damn it! I can't keep making fucking claims on a podcast that I can't fully back
now,
up.
the one thing I
There
don't
is
like
one where he
about
gets
that-
vasectomy, but there is one where they also sabotage a wedding of his. So,
That's funny.
which are also two where you're like, y'all are really pushing it with Murr, aren't you?
He must have been the biggest dick out of the friend group then.
He seems like
Yeah.
he seems like.
well, he's
it.
the only one who's thin. They probably resent him
That's
for that.
exactly what I was thinking.
He's also
too.
the bitch of the group. You can tell.
Yeah.
He's the bitch.
Because
He gets
he's
the flag.
gay. He is gay. Murr is gay.
Well, hey, he's gay, but when I say like he gets the shit, everyone,
Yeah.
if everyone's shitting on each other, they all turn to.
oh
Murr
yeah,
and
he's
they're
the Fez.
like, yeah, yeah,
Fez
exactly.
of the group.
But no, yeah, he gets the funnest punishments.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The only thing I don't like about the show is the degradation ritual aspect of it. I hate the fucking public embarrassment thing that people do all the time. It's just like people love that. You see it on these comedy shows a lot of the time around here, even where people will book people to do ridiculous things. What are we close on time?
No,
we
you're
get-
not close on time. The reason, sorry to cut you off. The reason I'm stupid is because we have it not on the soundboard, a different menu, and it has the time.
I
and-
just looked. We've recorded about an hour. Based on what we've cut off, we can keep having conversations.
yeah. Well, let's just keep rating.
Oh, we're going a long time, boys. This is a long one. This is a long one.
Well, I was just saying, we
I
usually do an
technically
hour,
have
but I'm
40 other hours that can be recorded on here.
That's fantastic.
So.
Can I pee?
I'm sorry to cut you off. Go pee.
Pee,
We'll
pee,
take
pee.
it. We'll take it. But sorry, I
This
cut
is
you off. I'm
this
so
is a
sorry.
hallmark of the Sick Ghouls. Usually it's me urinating, but
I
somebody came-
urinated on y'all's. All right, welcome back. We took a little sabbatical. I was talking to. God bless the soundboard. So Otis and Luke, one of the things I envied about you is there was so much crazy stuff in the past like 7 years of comedy where, good things come from being introspective with things like Me Too and whatnot. But there's a silver lining with a small percentage where you just have people that are looking to be shitty to other people because they're a little edgy or whatnot, and it becomes like a social credibility to see a comic that might not be doing well and might say something slightly edgy, like bring up the term wigger, and then 7 people are now like, oh, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that.
Woke scolds.
Wokes, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I always respected you guys for just weathering the storm, and then now we're at the point where
the reason why-
funny is funny, and that's what matters.
The reason why
So-
we weathered the storm is because it was literally gay. What they were doing was literally gay, and like people didn't like me because like I would be at a mic, and I hear the same anybody here dating? Anybody here on Tinder? Anybody on the apps? Anybody on dating? 30 comments to go through. I would go on stage and be like, well, I think Trump was a reincarnation of Jesus Christ. And they would hate that. But it's like that. At least it's something different.
Yeah, it's comedy. It's
I
a
was
bit.
I was being like, I was pro-Trump, but like, I was being pro-Trump on stage in Philadelphia. Like,
Yeah,
I was not getting like
You were going to get fought by some hardcore liberal no matter what. So,
yes,
yeah.
but it was fun. Like, it was funny. It was something different. I don't know if you're.
He had the audacity to be a black guy who wouldn't stay in line with his social thoughts. And
Yeah.
political thoughts.
I
That's
still
what it
feel
is.
the
If you-
effects to this day from great comedy minds. You don't have to censor that because he's a nobody. But it's like I saw him recently at Grape Room. I bumped into him on purpose. He didn't do anything.
Can I do an Aaron Bell? Can I do an Aaron Bell?
Do an Aaron Bell.
Can I do an Aaron Bell?
My girlfriend's an SJW. A small Jewish woman.
Do I sound white to you?
I feel like that's pretty close.
That's a good one.
There was a while where anytime we'd post anything, any video or anything, he'd be commenting on it, getting angry. And it's like, dude, I think this is the whole thing. This is why I haven't been doing comedy. It's like I haven't thought of. I think of you. The only time I think of you is when Luke and I are laughing at you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think of you at all. But he must just sit around. I mean, maybe
Has
it's
to be.
subsided. I've been off the gram for a little while. It's been a fantastic decision. I was just scrolling. So you know when you see like you're scrolling, you see reels of people you know, and it's like, oh, I just want to mindlessly scroll.
Yeah.
I was scrolling so much, and it would be these AI memes of Charlie Kirk and George Floyd and everything. That's like, please. Give me a fucking Rob Stamp reel or something, please. give me some. But I was just on there constantly, just scrolling for hours and hours, and it was. Now I'm much happier not having it. For the longest time doing stand up, I didn't have social media, and then I got on for a few years, and it's like, I wish I never did.
And even then, Instagram was like, "You want to see this guy that doesn't speak English? Give someone a haircut." Not Aaron Bell's comedy. Like that's. We're guessing what you would like, not that.
Yeah. No, it's definitely also too. The thing with social media is I'm pretty sure Gen Alpha's caught on. That shit is not good. It's it's
Gen
not
Alpha
good for the brain.
has they're sick. Gen Alpha has they're like cold to because like they're at the point now where the people that were 7, 8 grades ahead of them in school, they had phones from the time 6, 7. They 6, 7 is huge, brother. But like it's not even like they were the first generation to have phones in their hand the whole time. Now it's like it's normal. Like a generation has gone through before that of having phones the whole time.
Yeah.
We were the last. Like,
Are you guys all Gen Z?
I'm 30.
I'm 32.
I'm 29.
I'm 26.
So we're okay. So like for me, cell phones were already there, but my dad's rule was 13. You get a cell phone. And
I
it
got
was
one
a
around the same
cell
time.
phone.
Me
Like
too.
it was.
Okay, so that was the same. Yeah, but that was like
iPhones hit when I was a sophomore.
Yeah, I had a Sony Ericsson phone.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even get a fucking iPhone.
I
It
had
was just
an LG track phone.
exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. Physical buttons.
But like you were saying something, I cut you off.
We
It was
should
like-
have. I guess with going inside with cell, we should have had those cell phones. We should still have those cell phones.
We should.
Like those. Like I think that was the last time new social technology came out. That was like, it wasn't taking up your everyday life
Yeah.
as opposed to now. Where it takes up your everyday
You
life.
can't separate it now. Well, that's what it is. You see people who just go around and they're like, they judge how they act to comics at shows and mics off of how many followers they. And I do get it in terms of like the business sense of it. It's like, oh, you want to. But it's like, this is how you're going to treat people when there's no one else around.
Well,
and
yeah.
It's just, I get so. And I'm not. One thing I'm very happy about is even when I was at my most doom scrolling, like most people, I don't know how many followers they have. And I certainly am not going to go seek it out. It's just the way some of these people act is so pathetic. Like I feel bad for them. And it's just like.
It's fun. Yeah. Like it's a hard thing too, because even in a comedic sense, like I'm very pessimistic about the world of comedy. Like, it's gonna die in 5 to 10 years again. You know what I mean?
I hope.
Like if you like comedy history, comedy died in like 88, 89. And so for the most of the 90s, they didn't have a lot of stand up. It was usually like 5 comics you could name, and Tim Allen was 2 of them. And it was just like, and Jeff Foxworthy was the other 3. But it was like, there wasn't much, and part of it was they were going into things like TV, they were going into writing, but the biggest thing was it was such a big deal. There were so many comedy clubs that they were just milking everyone for what they had. And so you would have things where it was like, we got to have someone fill all these spots, we got to do what we can. And so you would have like 30-minute comics doing hours. Cough, cough, kill Tony. So it's kind of like,
I would say it's dead now. It's already but like it keeps,
it's on the come down.
Let's debate.
Sorry.
It's like it's cancer. It just spreads.
Yep.
So it's like David Lucas does an hour looking at his phone. That's seems fine. That's insane.
And even more specifically, God bless him. I'm sure he's better on stage than I am, but he's a roast
No,
comic.
he's not. He sucks.
He's
He's
not.
not funny
He's
at all.
not.
He's
There you go.
horrible.
Then fuck him. But he's a roast comic, so it's like already you don't do stand up, you do roasts.
Yes.
So it's like, how do you like we're lumping it into one, and we're doing that with podcasts and content too.
Kill Tony is really horrible for comedy because again, it's brutal. How could you judge someone based off of 1 minute of comedy?
You can't.
It's tough to base them off 5.
I mean, the thing that most annoyed, exactly. And the thing that most annoyed me was that like Timmy No Breaks happened, and then we all went, so he's just doing Dice Clay, and then we all went, okay. Like, it's fine. Like, what? Like, keep doing the same thing you're doing that was done in 1989 that has been done a million times before. That's okay. Like, we don't care anymore. It's like, where's the art? You know,
and there's a Mitch Hedberg guy who just does a Mitch Hedberg impression. Whose name I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
yeah. And it's like, it sucks, but like sometimes you follow your dreams and realize someone did it better than you, and you have to shift.
I don't think I do realize it.
Counterpoint. In defense of Kill Tony, as someone that started in Dallas, had a year in Dallas before I came here, there's nothing more satisfying than the most annoying people you know driving 4 hours south, getting on Kill Tony, and then just eviscerated.
That's true.
Just
That is true.
as you just told them a million times, like that trans joke is actually mean and somehow unfunny at the same time.
That's peak Schadenfreude.
You are actually, like, people in Dallas are mad at you about that. That's really bad. Like,
yeah, true.
And then just watching them just get...
Yeah.
I have had
Burns them to the ground.
4 people I know get on Kill Tony. I think 2 of them did good. Medina did good. I think Mark did good.
Oh, Medina went on.
Mark did good.
The thing about another thing I noticed in the similar, I might have complained about this in the last podcast. Kevin Hart's got a new show on Netflix.
I missed it.
He's you lucked out. No, but he's trying. It's like a comic search, and the winner of this show gets a Netflix special.
I applied for it.
How is it going to work? Hey, come on.
Hopefully I get it. I did apply for it.
Wait, like,
sick.
actually?
I mean, you deserve it.
I swear
dude.
to, I really think I did, but this was like 7 months ago, I think.
No shit. Okay.
I'm not going to get anything out of it.
I mean, I'm sure there's nepotism in terms of who gets on there.
Yeah.
But it's like
You
is
can,
it like
you can
what-
always put it at the bottom of a poster as featured on.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe
come
List
on.
still puts Last Comic Standing, and nobody remembers what that is.
No.
It's tedious.
I didn't even know he was on Last Comic Stand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
But
did,
it
like
fe-
three rounds, you know. Oh, y'all ever notice that this happened?
Yeah.
Well, it feels like Last Comic Standing doesn't count anymore because Dat Fam won the first one, and where the fuck is he? But
I don't even know who that is.
It's just like, it's just like
Case in
American
point.
Idol.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get your Kelly Clarkson, sometimes you get your Taylor Hicks. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, but this Kevin Hart show, I feel like, is another thing where it's like, do you want to kill comedy? Like, do you want to just find a random dude and be like, all right, dude, so it's like Rocky, but instead of Rocky, it's like, all right, so you're just some scrawny kid from South Philly. You've been boxing for like 2 years. Cool. Bring in Tyson Fury. Like, let's get this figured out right now.
I'd
Like,
rather
it's
that,
like,
I'd rather that than the comedy stuff.
yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
awesome.
At least then a guy gets the shit beat out of him. But it's one of those where it's like, what, like,
We're
I don't
trying to
know.
find the Clay Aiken of comedy, dude.
Exactly. So I don't know. That's why I'm always looking at comedy from a pessimistic point of view, where people eventually are going to be like, why am I going to go to that? The guy's going to suck because the last 4 I went to, they sucked, and it's like, all right, well,
How else could you not look at comedy? How else could you look at? I only look at it through pessimistic views.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
The
It has to
the only reason I was able to stay in doing it for so long is like because it's never been my favorite thing. It's like talking about your third favorite sport.
Yeah.
It's like I could never imagine like comedy. It's like I watched a lot of it when I was a teenager, but I don't think I've watched a special in full since college.
That's a good point.
It was the Joe Rogan one before which is a fucking hell of a one to end on. There was the Joe Rogan one like before COVID, the year or so before COVID.
The one where he screams about Brock Lesnar fucking you with another. Yeah, anyway,
I don't even remember, but that's what it is. It's like so I really just go to these things to have a nice time, just drink with the boys, and it's like I've got to but I see some of these people and it's like they can't separate themselves from what their idea of themselves from where they are, and it's like you're just so impersonal or you're impersonable. You have terrible personality traits, and I have to be around you, and I'm stuck here enduring this, and then I've got to watch your act. And it's like, you fucking blow.
and it just feels like at the core level is to be fun to be around, which a lot of people don't get. You know what I mean?
No.
Like at the core of it, it's just like you're going to be standing here for 2 hours and you get 5 minutes to do something. You might as well be fun to be around.
Yeah.
And some people are
I
like,
agree.
No, fuck that. I will stand in the corner and be uncomfortable, and I have to then tell you about myself, and you have to listen to it if you're going to talk to me. And it's like, what do you want out of life? You know what I mean?
Brutal.
Like,
It's brutal to see.
has life been good to you so far?
The last special I watched was that Chappelle one where he's wearing the green jumpsuit. Is it called Sticks and Stones?
The lecture? Yeah.
No, it wasn't a lecture one. It was actually
That
a
was a
funny
long
one.
time
shit.
ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like 2019.
2018,
Yeah.
maybe
That one was pretty
2019.
good.
You haven't watched
that
a
was-
special since then? You know a lot about. Then what do you watch? The clips? Because you know a lot about comedy.
I go on the After Tonight show. My friend Tommy Afters hosts the After Tonight show.
Fantastic
Shout out
show.
Tommy.
It's like,
Tommy's
it's like a
one of the
Red
best.
Bar type show that I go on.
All
World
right.
War II. They're
That's a
two of the
fun one.
best guys. They're fucking
Yeah,
hard.
that's how I know everything. Like I know
Shout
about
out Tommy Afters.
Yep.
A
Shout
huge
him out.
star. A huge star.
That's how I know about like
He's
fucking
really
like
talented.
Lev Fur and Tristan Bowling. It's like
Yeah.
that's how I do that show.
Funny enough, I know about it because I listen to Legion of Skanks, and both those guys are hilarious. But anyway, I'm with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
You take it in your own way. But no, it is. I don't know. Forget what I was going to say. But no, specials. The last special I saw. It's actually funny. We fucked with one of our friends. Where me and my buddy Jack. Shout out Smeet. We've talked about you a lot. We would go to our friend Drew's house, and to fuck with him, we would just put on the same Ron White special over and over to where we would be quoting the jokes, and he'd be in the other room and be like, I'm fucking tired. We did it at least 7 times.
Yeah, I would-
so
Awesome.
we would.
I
yeah.
like Ron White.
I love Ron White too, but we would put it on and just be like, and she got the fucking in the air, and then that'd be it, and he'd be like, stop playing this fucking
Yeah,
special.
yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear it anymore.
What was the one where he talks about corn being in people's shit? And he's like, corn and cake.
I
It's
think
like,
that was the one we watched.
Oh,
Because he
Ron
had
White.
him a little revival there in like 2019?
Oh,
2019?
no, this
I
was
wanna say?
long ago. This was, I watched
the
when I was
old
a
ones?
kid.
No, is
Oh,
he
you're talking about like Tater Salad. Like the,
Oh, that's a great album.
I've never, I don't know. Like, I watched it. This is how long ago it was. I always, I
I-
never liked comedy that much. It was,
Yeah.
I just
No,
can't.
as a kid,
get
I
it.
knew I wanted to be funny, and I straight up wasn't. So at first, I was just
You've
no.
been
I mean,
cracking us up
I
with the sound effects. My God, that
no,
was
I-
one of the. We got to get sound effects.
Yeah, we need a
no,
soundboard.
I'm not much further, but I do specifically remember like I watched Tater Salad at some point.
Tater
You
Salad's
know,
a good
I'm like
one.
I'm like a fucking idiot 8th grader. I'm straight up saying Tater Salad at someone,
I love
and they're
that.
kind of like, Nick, you should come up with some stories of your own.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah.
Well, it's actually funny because we're the South, so we get like the blue collar comedy tour.
Oh, yeah.
Did that fuck you up too? Not literally, but it was one of those things where it was like for like 4 years. It's like, you're from the South, you'll love Larry the Cable Guy or Jeff Foxworthy or Bill Engvall. Or,
I only
or-
get mad
or
at
Ron
Bill
White.
Engvall. I only get mad
Hey,
at Bill Engvall. Like
there's
that one,
your sign.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me just have a really shitty tag and making my fucking comedy. Sorry, this is a Southern thing. We
I
got
know.
the
I used to
rap.
watch his sitcom with Jennifer Lawrence when I was like 13 on TBS, and I thought, ooh, wow, she's a tasty slide. Now she's the biggest star in the world.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my favorite comedian was Gabriel Iglesias, and I saw his
Fluffy.
I saw Hot and Fluffy was the first comedy thing I've ever seen. I loved it.
I think me too.
And I start like telling other comics I like Gabriel Iglesias. Like, how the fuck do you like him? He's not funny at all. I'm like, he is a kills. I saw him in Allentown like two years ago.
Honestly,
last year.
You saw him like 6 months ago. There.
Yeah,
You
6
were
months
telling-
ago,
no,
yeah.
but like it takes a lot to impress Luke, and Luke was like raving about how fun it was.
His openers, dog shit openers.
Yeah.
Horrible openers.
Guys.
I was really worried about that. But like, no, it was like little like legit dog shit openers. But he was great.
It's funny because he was one of those guys that like became massive, but you don't look at him in the same context as like a Kevin Hart or like, because he was like, there was an era where he was the comic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was late 2000s,
He
maybe
got
early 2010s.
I think he got second place in. I think it was Just for Laughs. And John Reap got first place. And Gabriel Iglesias got sixth place. And then John Reap's a child rapist, I think now.
that thing got a
John
Hemi.
Reap is.
John Reap did the Hemi commercials. The Hemi commercials.
He did the Hemi commercials. You probably remember that.
Folks, I was
No,
raped.
I don't know. That was a big Southern because you
Does it
got
have
a
a Hemi?
You got
that
a
thing got
Hemi in that?
He was the
Yeah.
that thing got a Hemi.
Yeah.
'Cause
Wow.
everyone thought Hemis were cool when they were coming up. But no, yeah, Gabriel Iglesias was like,
Yeah, instead he was like, you got an 8-year-old? Jesus Christ.
that 8-year-old got a Hemi. No, but Gabriel Iglesias was a guy where it was like, it was him, and then I feel like a half second later it was like Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah, I
like
hate
that
Jeff Dunham,
era
man.
where it was like you get spoon fed to comedians.
Yeah.
That's true.
I got
Yeah.
bullied over that Ahmed the Dead Terrorist thing so much when I was in school.
Ooh,
It was
yeah.
just brutal.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is, I guess, you know what I mean? I guess if I were a non-Arab in post 9/11 America, I would have been ruthless to them. But they were getting me over that.
That just channeled a noise in my head. I'll kill you. Like
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in 10 years at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
yeah.
There was only one Muslim family in Texarkana at the school I was going to, and I immediately had sympathy because
Well, I'm no Muslim, but still.
no,
Let's not be ridiculous.
Sorry, no, their
No,
family.
it's all right. It's all right.
The family
I would
was
never-
from Pakistan, and and at first everyone was like fucking Muslims, and then their oldest son Muhammad was eventually like, if I hear this again, I'm gonna fucking break a bottle over your head.
Oh, yeah.
And then he did it to this kid named Simi, and he just went.
It's awesome.
And everyone was like, it's because he's Arab. And I'm like, actually, it's because we egged him on for like 9 months.
It's because we drove them to it
Yeah.
ourselves. God
Yeah.
bless Muhammad, dude. That guy had a fucking cause.
Yeah.
He swung at him.
He just wanted to go by Mo, and everyone said his full name, like he's Barack Obama. You know, they're like Muhammad, and I'm
Barack
like,
Hussein Obama.
exactly.
Muhammad. Yeah.
And I'm like, his dad is a cardiologist. Leave him alone. Like,
See, now that's the type of thing that could be a great bit if people had a sense of humor. Like you could, you know what I mean? But like they would see that you look like Q, and they would be like, "Where's he going?" If you were to bring up
No, it's
a
fair.
Muslim before like 20 minutes into a set, and you would have to do the first 20 minutes grandstanding to get it up.
I go, look, I'd kiss him. I'd kiss him if I could. You know.
What I'd always do is I would always try to like get, especially if it's a short set at something, I would try to say something really awful at first, and then see if I could bring them back by the end. That's how I would make fun of things. It's like,
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of fun.
I think Louis said that was his method. Was like, what can I say something that's going to just fuck people up and make
But
it
Louis
weird?
has
But
an
then
hour
I'll
to
dig
do
out
it,
of
and
it.
he has the credibility of being a famous guy. When you're just some
yeah, that's
regular,
true.
Yeah.
when you're some
It's kind of the
rando-
yo-yo method. You threw it out there, and you're seeing if you can get it back. You know.
Right.
Nothing against Louis. He's one of the guys I think is sincerely hilarious. But it's like, I remember years ago. This was right before COVID happened. Going to see my girlfriend at the time got me these tickets to see Louis at the Met, and I was just thinking like, I'm of the belief I think an hour is too long for me at least to watch any one person talk.
That's a good point.
I can't watch anyone talk. Like college classes when they'd go an hour and 20, I
couldn't pay attention.
terrible.
It's hard.
I can't watch a guy talk for a fucking hour.
I think we got like 40 minutes. That's about it.
Perfect.
Yeah, and
The
then your brain-
standard
and then your
should be
brain
a
just
half
cuts out.
hour, and then 40 minutes for the guys who are real headliners. But people don't want to pay for less than an hour if they're paying to fill up a theater.
It's the standard.
But it's like in theory, wouldn't you rather everything be good? Like,
Yeah.
I'm the guy who can
theory.
sit through 20-minute songs, but I can't sit through an hour of one guy talking. Nobody is that interesting. No
Yeah,
one.
it's you need the quality out of it.
You gotta think of people like like my family, where it's like you can go to a really nice restaurant, but you're not full, and then they're like, "Fuck that, we're going to Applebee's. We're getting the triple dipper twice." Like, was it good? No, but I'm fucking full.
Your family sound like they sound fantastic.
Sounds like my family.
No,
That
they're
sounds like the funnest family ever.
I
dude.
love
we're
them,
with
but-
it. I think we're all slop people right
Yeah.
here, so we're with it,
yeah.
dude.
But
No,
that-
I'm the fat one in my family. I should specify that. My
I'm the
dad.
thin one in my family.
There you go.
We're the same size.
I'm with it. That's why we got a podcast together, dude. Come on. We got the
Yeehaw.
family tits right here.
Hell
Come
yeah.
on.
Well, Nat, for
Family
a guy
tits.
like you who just loves, like, you know more about comedy than I even realized. Like, is it tough to see all this bullshit on like the, because like, would it bother you if some comic you didn't like opened up for a comic you really did like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely irks. It irks me in a way.
See, though, that's
but
one
it's
thing-
like it irks me in a way of like some days I understand the game and some days it's like what the fuck. You know what I mean? Like some days you'll see someone working with someone else and you're like, I get it. The club booked you. The club said you're the opener because you've played the game. You've been in the club forever. And then some days I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, what's the fucking point?
No,
like, why is this the case? Like, we're trying to be funny. We're trying to make an art thing happen. And it's going to
especially-
shit because of this.
I just don't
Especially if
understand.
it doesn't fit. That
Yes.
kills me.
I just don't
Exactly.
understand how people get ingratiated in that because I first started out and I never understood the game, like, and I just how I am is I'm never going to play it because
Yeah.
like I remember one time I was hosting Raven, which I think I don't do that anymore. That sucked, but like I'm sitting there. And like Kyle Regan asked me, he goes, "Hey, we're all going to walk over to see Staub at Helium. Do you want to go see him?" And I like Staub, but I was like, "No, I'm not going to. Why would I want
Yeah.
to see a guy because all comics think they're the funniest
You're
comic.
fun. I like Ben a lot. I
Yeah.
think Ben's very funny. Luke, you're funnier than he
I
is.
think
Come
he's
on.
funny, but it's like why would
not
I
even
want to
close.
see him succeed more than I would?
Yeah.
Like why would I want to see like I don't
Oh,
want to
I
see
never thought of it like
but
that.
Staub is funny, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I should be the one hosting the Helium.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't put any work into
You got to play the
game.
Yeah. And the
Right.
only time, and I've started to catch on to it, so I like UFC, and I try to watch as much UFC as I can. And a lot of times on Saturdays, like last night, we were at a Misconduct, and then after that, shout out John Bryce, another comic that I'm friends with. He likes to go to Helium to watch the fights because they'll put them on there. That's the only time I'll go in the nighttime, and you'll see it. Like you'll see the levels of what
I would-
comic is
yeah.
at what point, and you'll see
Yeah.
the guy that's kind of there as an opener that's there, and then you'll see the people my level that are sucking up to him, and it's just this dynamic of like, oh, and we all need to know the bartender. Oh, introduce yourself to the bartender. Make sure you introduce yourself to the bartender. You got to know the bartender. To the bartender, it's going to be really good for you.
What's his
And
name?
you're-
Hank. The bartender there.
Hank.
When we had,
Hank.
And
he
Hank's
actually
a cool
likes-
guy,
Hank's
but it's
cool.
like the
I think he
game-
likes
like,
us because we didn't introduce ourselves to him. He gives me
No, he
free.
introduced something to me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Big dog.
Yeah. Come on,
Never
dude.
hosted once a helium.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
like
if
it's
you
that
went there for
game.
a couple months, so they'd be salivating over you, obviously.
Yeah, and you got to kiss up to them, and then of course you got to have some followers. But it is the game of it all is just like,
If you just tip in this city, though, the bartender loves you forever.
true.
and that should be a
I-
thing you do everywhere.
I tip every time, and I
My-
swear to God, I hadn't been to like several mics in months, and I came back, and the bartender went, "PBR, my guy," and I was like,
Yeah.
"It's because you know I will
Boom.
give
Yeah,
you
you
a
gotta
dollar."
tip.
Like,
Yeah, and
That's
then
it. If you really care, that I've seen that too, where guys will go and they're like, because there's always comics who are like, I don't drink, but it's like, well, and then they'll be the most transactional fucks ever. And
Then
it's
they'll
like,
suck dick to get on a bar show.
so how about you just
You paid.
take the bullet and drink a Miller Lite so you can get to know the bartender at the place. It's like you'll blow a guy. That's what Luke's been. Luke has to endure me playing the piano at night all the time to the point that it's probably the only thing I've ever done to Luke that I really feel guilty about.
I don't fear it at all.
He says that, but it's like I feel
you don't
like it's
fear it.
he doesn't hear
I don't
it.
hear
Oh,
it at all.
here.
here,
I thought you
okay.
said
It
you
did
don't
sound like you
fear
said fear
it.
it. I was gonna
I
say.
fear it, but I don't. I fear it, but I don't hear it.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Well, I always think it's like one of those things where it's like, just let him have this. The guy's miserable. Like, let him have the. But that's what I picture Luke up there. He's like, oh man, it's 1:45 and he's still going. Just let him have this.
No,
He's-
I don't. I don't hear you. I mean, I had to put on a noisemaker to sleep too. So either I don't hear it
All right,
anyway.
good. Then I'm gonna let it rip tonight.
Roommates.
Roommates, folks.
Well, I go down. We live at the
folks.
house we rent. I go down in the basement, and I feel like Bin
Yeah.
Laden when I'm in there, and I'll be just there. I'll be like, you started when you said you were leaving today. You startled me because I was like bent over, and then you were like, "Hey," and I almost tipped the chair back. But Luke always encourages me to go to like music mics and things. And Steve Kane can drum, and he's always been telling me we got to go to these things. But it's like I just do not want to meet the equivalent of music scene.
To be honest with you, it is very interesting. I got a good buddy of mine. Shout out Tay Stu. He's a buddy that I grew up with who's here. He's got a good job and everything. Not to go into detail, but he's living here for his work.
Has a
and
good
whatnot.
wife, cheats on her.
Yeah.
All the time. Anyway, I'm going to put this in the right wording. He's white and he's a good friend of mine, and he raps as a hobby.
Oh,
and
I met him.
I
Yeah.
know that. Bear with me. Me saying it's only going to go so far. I will play it later. He is actually really good at it.
Good.
Like I'm a hip hop head. Like he knows how to do. And it's not like the wig way, but it's like he's really. So anyway, that being said,
His hair is natural.
yeah, basically. Anyway, but he's starting to go to some of the music mics around here, and I was like, I'll go to some music mics, hang out with you, and he's come to some of my comedy mics, and like the vibe at those mics, it's weird being in the same place that I've done. Like I've been like Milk Boy was one of them.
Right.
I've done a set there, and then the L Bar, but it's music, and they're like way more supportive.
That's what
than
I
us.
figured it was going to be.
Way more supportive. They're way more understanding. If you're doing bad though, like they don't. I don't know. It's weird. Like if you're having a moment where you're doing bad, they like kind of applaud.
They won't
but
save
not
you.
enough to where it's like
they won't
"Woo!"
save you, but they won't crush you for themselves.
It's
It's not
well,
like they
I
go up
think
there
the-
and go, "That guy fucking sucked." And
Yeah.
then,
And then
Well,
afterwards, they'll be like, "Let's give it up for that one." They're so supportive, and it's
I think
like
because it actually requires actual talent to play
Exactly.
an instrument. It doesn't require talent to do comedy.
And so it's very interesting being at those and just kind of being like, dude, like that guy's doing really bad right now. We have to flame him. Or like that
Yeah.
guy's like been silent for 5 seconds. How have we not started laughing?
I,
You know,
because-
like,
I didn't realize it was that because from what I've always seen, like, well, it's just from doing comedy at music mics. It's like they hate the comic, man. They really
Oh,
hate
yeah,
the comic,
they do.
like
Yeah.
a mixed one.
As they
maybe
should hate the comedy.
100%.
But-
And we make fun of them. That's
but what
that's
I
the
don't-
cycle.
I don't
Yeah.
like is that a lot of these people, they see their music as like their original song that they wrote in their college dorm. They see as like the next Imagine. It's like, brother, calm down. It's like they're just taking themselves so seriously and everything.
It's like a guy with a good bit who's like, yeah, I'm Hot Pockets by Jim Gaffigan now. It's like, all right, dude.
It's every
It's like-
Lumisiano bit if you ask them about it. I'm hot pocket. If he told the hot pockets bit, which I don't even know, it'd be I had sex with a woman, then ate hot pocket. I actually had sex with a woman, so I had sex with a woman.
I ate a pussy,
you,
then I ate a hot
greasy wop.
pocket.
I actually,
I ate a pussy, then I had a hot pocket, so I had 2 hot pockets.
You, sir, ham and cheese, pepperoni, doesn't matter. I ate it. So.
My whole point on this was the things you really like, at least for me, I have to try to keep them away from these fucks. Like in terms of like, I can understand things going on, but even like not being on the gram, it's like I can tolerate these comedy fucks being retarded, but it's like at least I don't have to see them.
Yeah,
Fair,
That's true.
fair.
Yeah. That is, especially keeping the world separate. It's a big part of it too. It's like anytime you run into a comic out in the world, I'm like, do we just ignore each other?
I saw
I
Wooders
got-
once.
I
I
got-
drove
I
right
got
by him
big
and his
league.
girlfriend walking.
You got big league.
yeah, but Brandon Mitchell, he big league.
It's
I
actually
seen
El
him
Roca from Rage Against the Machine.
I saw him twice. It's like, all right, dude. It's like you're not okay.
Yeah. Everyone I've ever seen, I've never seen them at work, but I kind of hope to just to say something. But then that
They don't work.
Yeah,
They're
Boom.
homeless.
Yeah,
What's
but
her name? Is it Maud something? Am I thinking of that right?
That rings a bell. Maud, you said she?
Yeah. I don't know. I went to brunch with my wife and she was the waiter, and then I was freaking out the whole time just because I was like, I don't know if she recognizes me or not, and I don't know if I'm being a dick by just
Yeah.
making this a normal waiter
I saw,
person interaction.
Exactly.
I saw Audrey at Reading Terminal. She's a bartender at Reading Terminal Market. And I was like, I told him, like, hey, I saw you at Reading Terminal. Like, oh, you should have said hi. It's like, oh, I know. I just didn't want to bother you because you're working.
Audrey's very nice.
She's cool. I like Audrey.
Yeah, Audrey's cool. Audrey's cool. She's popped up a lot. She's at like the mic I run. She's come by a lot. She's very nice. She brings. Me
I
up
was there
well on stage.
recently. I was
Yeah.
there at the
Thanks for coming
Punchline.
through,
Yeah, no
dog.
problem.
Yeah, no, it's basically just like we're
Very
just gonna
chill.
hang out and drink, and it's gonna be a chill.
That's
vibe.
great.
You'll
That's
get like
great.
3 or 4 people
Better
that
than
are crowd members.
Punchline. It's way better than Punchline.
I don't, are they doing it in the main room?
Yeah, it sucks though.
What, you don't like paying $12 for Tall Boy, then going, come on, guys, you're here to laugh.
No, I've been there before, and oh my god, they act like it's like the fucking. They act like it's MSG.
You walk in John Deere's house and you think these are not steaks that are gonna.
Dude, they fucking. First off, like, so
So some guy come up to you, you got to be undeniable tonight.
I need you to kill.
do you know Albert Davis?
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
So he was running the show there with Dunbar. I love Dunbar. He's my best friend, even though he's a faggot. But Dunbar was on the show. I went to go see him, and I walk in there. They make me like sit down like in like the middle row. It's like I'm a comic. I just want to talk to the comics.
They made you sit down is already a problem.
Yeah, and then they made me like it was 2 drink minimum, $12 tall boys, ridiculous.
At an open mic? Okay.
No, it's a show.
I mean, even then,
Even then, it's
$12
ridiculous.
fucking
So I'm sitting out there.
as a comic.
Albert runs the show, walks out, daps me up. I say hi to him. He goes, hey, come into the back. I got to go to the back. Security stops me. And they go, are you in the show? I'm like, no, but he just told me to come back. Well, he has to come back out here and say and give us the okay. I'm like, all right, I'm not doing that. So then I'm watching the show, and like some fucking guy I don't know is on, so I'm on my phone. Security goes, hey, you got to put that away while you're watching the show. And it's like, all right, well, then fuck you guys. This is a local Punchline showcase. This isn't fucking Louis at MSG.
Yeah.
Like, calm the fuck down.
I don't even think Helium has security there. I don't think Helium gives a
No.
fuck who goes in the green room.
No.
Yeah. Like,
the first time I went to Punchline for the open mic, I showed up late, and I was like, hey, I know I'm late. Is there any way I can get on? And they went, no. And I was like, okay, well, then I know some people. Can I just go in and watch? And they're like, sure, it's $10. And I stopped I couldn't even stop myself. I went, you want me to fucking pay to watch my friends practice?
It's ridiculous.
that's insane, dude.
And like, clearly they had never heard someone say that before because they were like, immediately kind of like
Yeah.
stink face, and I was like, well, I've made a fool of myself.
Well,
And then
you
I
should be
walked back.
honored to do the open mic at Punch.
Yeah.
And they had that
And then I got to walk to Comedy John and like, you know,
And they had that fucking metal
complete-
detector, like as if anyone's going to shoot up a Punchline open mic. I would welcome that. Please shoot it up.
Well,
Please
for a
shoot
metal
everyone.
detector,
That-
you think they could stop some of these bombs walking through the door? But many of our peers blow. I should say your peers. Your peers blow. I having to watch some of these fuckers do it over and over when you can quote the bits. Again, like some of these people. It's like this guy wore the CGI
Fellas, I'm so
suit.
sorry. I had to pee again. I'm so sorry.
You're good. Go ahead.
John,
No,
but
no, go ahead.
I had to watch the evolution of the Deary bit from My girlfriend and I sleep in different beds. It's not weird. Then a year later, my girlfriend and I are, going through some relationship problems. Then a year later, I'm recently single. And it's like, all right, John, you fucking...
Tell us more about your life. Yeah.
That's not to pick on him. It's just I've had to watch so many of his fucking sets.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what happens.
There's a time leaving Fergie's where
Getting concerned for him. He's like, oh, you ever notice a lump? And then he's like, you ever notice your doctor keeps talking about the lump? He's just losing weight at more mics. And
You
you're
guys
like,
ever had a second consultation? Yeah.
he has a blood clot that keeps blood from getting to his funny bone. That's what it is.
That's a great one.
It's really a medical condition. But some of these people, I've watched them so many fucking times, man, and it's like you're trying to do this thing like you're the smartest guy in the room, and you wouldn't be the smartest guy in a fucking room with yourself. Some of these people blow.
I will say on the flip side of it, we were talking about them earlier, the Gibson brothers. God
Adore
bless
them.
them. Top 2 Gibsons on planet Earth.
Mel's in there too. He's close, and then Stu, all of them.
We love them.
They live 5 minutes from here. That's one of the things I miss about being at the mics, because like you get a lot of these people that it's like, are we still going with them in the bathroom? We can
fuck it. Yeah, we'll keep going.
this is how we do on ours. Yeah, and I feel bad. I would have saved this
you're
because
good.
Gibson praise deserves to be in. We're praising the Gibsons.
Well, actually, we're doing the Gibson praise moment, which they always deserve.
Oh my God, Campbell and I'll tell you the thing I miss about, like, I used to see Charlie multiple times a week. Now I see him maybe once a month. So we
love him.
I got to Campbell talking to Campbell about which Rolling Stones songs I listened to in the last week, and like, oh yeah, you forget about how good this is, and then Campbell will usually sing it to you.
Hey.
He did from the song "Emotional Rescue." The one day he goes, "I can be your knight in shining armor, coming to your emotional rescue." Campbell just did that at me bringing up the song. And it's like, Campbell, the big boy, they should build statues of Campbell.
We love the Gibsons
And
so much.
Chuck is a phenomenal man as well. I'd kiss them both now if they were
The
here.
reason I brought up the Gibson brothers was Charlie it made me laugh so goddamn hard. I think we were at Brownies, and I was doing a bit about feline AIDS, and the punchline is Meowjic Johnson.
Oh yeah,
And I was doing the bit and got towards the end, and then I took a pause, and then before I could say that, Charlie went, Meowjic Johnson, and I was like, fuck, like immediately, like he beat me to the bit because I said it way too much, like it got to be repetitive. It was all comics in the room, and he was just like,
They were probably the first authentically kind people to me in this scene. I'd say them and Claudia Estrada. Like everyone else.
Claudia's very nice too.
Yeah. I will say the issue was with me because, asking, are you from Philly? People take that as, where are you from? As in the racist, like, what is your ethnic background?
Yeah.
That's not the way in Dallas, because Dallas was like 40% transplants from everywhere.
Yeah.
So I was just meeting people, and I was like, hey, like, it's great to meet you, man. Are you from Philly? And they'd go, well, I'm half Italian, if that's what you're asking. My mom's Puerto Rican. And I'm like, okay, well, this is not what I was asking for.
Yeah.
And they'd walk away from me.
Are you from here?
Yeah.
My mom's Puerto Rican, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they would do that to me, and then I did some stupid Jay Leno bit off the cuff, and it was very cool. Like Charlie later was like, "That's a good
Oh
Jay.
my God.
Oh my God, that's a great,
hell,
that's
buddy.
a great Jay you're doing."
We met them at they're doing the Philly's Funniest. We met the Gibsons at Philly's Funniest.
Yes,
And,
we did. In the bathroom, I met Chuck. That
Yeah.
was
What was that, 4 years ago? 3
Yeah,
years ago?
2022 it was. That was a while. And you were right about because I haven't signed up for Funniest in years.
Yeah.
And I last year, I think it was when Mac or somebody was in the green room. I was there. I got there right before it was starting. I just fucking went right up.
I went right in
what
there.
The fuck's
The
gonna, it's
funniest,
enough, guys.
it's like, yeah, who cares enough? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a glorified dick sucking competition. But I do like it in the sense that you could get your friends at, like, that's where you get like.
That actually.
But
be
I can't.
fun.
I can't. I was just saying to Luke the other day. It's like, God, I'm gonna be able to, because I used to have to go to like. I feel
10.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm gonna go to one if there's like 2 to 3 core guys on it. But like even Luke was like, dude, you do not have to go to mine. But it's like I'm gonna go to yours. And if I'll go to one if it's like Lakshmi. There was a night last year that was Campbell, Dunbar, and
Lakshmi, Joe G. It was like 5 of our friends. Like, and it sucks that 2 of our if all things goes well, only 3 can advance. It would suck that 2 of our friends couldn't advance. But it's like, thank God
Yeah.
we don't have to go back night after night
Yeah.
after night.
Yeah.
And they don't have people who you're not friends with to ask you, that camera's off. Is that okay? That's off, or
it went off.
Oh shit! It went off.
yeah.
Oh, it might have run out of cap space. We're gonna figure this one out right now.
Whoa.
How long ago did that go off?
I don't know. I noticed it when I.
Hopefully, it got the Gibson price.
It was within like the last 5 minutes.
Because I was looking at that too. I was checking it because.
Yeah, I'm always kind of like, what is the composition like?
SD card maxed out.
SD card maxed out.
Yeah, I thought I deleted all the stuff off of it. I think I didn't delete the last 3 episodes. Anyway, we're still doing audio. So
Okay.
at this point. All right. Anyway, what were you saying? Sorry. We can round out.
But you have people like you want to go to all your friends, and I have 40 people in the scene I'm friends with.
Yeah.
And so I'll go to all theirs. But then you have people who you're not friends with, and they'll be like, "Hey, do you want to come to my funniest?" And I can't.
Yeah.
I can't lie that fast. So like somebody from Pottstown called me and goes, "Hey, my funniest is on the 14th. It's on Sunday at 4:00. Are you coming?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
And I just won't go. I just never show up.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said to the guy who asked you for a ride when you said, first, you had the one, I'm babysitting my brother's kid, which was complete bullshit. His brother does not have a kid. But then there was one on a Tuesday night.
That's a good excuse.
Where you said, I'm sleeping at Brandon Dunbar's house on a Tuesday fucking night.
Yeah. Tuesday night I said that.
I'm gay. I'm dead. He's sleeping at my house, dude. What are you fucking parent?
Having a sleepover on a school night is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, because the guy always asks you for a ride. It's like, dude, I'm not giving you a ride. I want to go fucking home, man. Get the fuck out of here.
God, for all the negative people, the one thing that makes me because otherwise I would I always say to Luke, I'm embarrassed that I ever started this. If I could have the time back, I'd give anything. But it's like the friends. You miss the friends. It's like I tell myself Luke and I would have met otherwise, but we probably wouldn't have. And I couldn't imagine my life without him. He's put up with more shit. Like there's nobody who's done more for me in life than Luke.
Oh, I appreciate
and not a single person who's ever done who's lifted me up more than Luke. And I think about other people, like I think about like Steve Kane and Mike Mack. I always say those are the two guys I've met that it's like they're artists beyond belief.
Mm-hmm.
If they were alive 500 years ago, they would be doing they could probably do 6 or 7 things better than comedy right now. I just did we're on audio now for the 6 still listening to this the 6-7. I just did the 6-7 thing. Thank you.
6-7.
We got lasers.
Woo! But Mike Mack and Steve Kane, tremendous. Like their art, you know what I mean. Getting to see them do their thing, it's like, all right, well, at least it's worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have people like Luke and Dunbar who are like great comics, and they're like just like comics as long as this has been around. It's their comics, and then you have the Gibsons who do these wild things you don't know, and Joe G can make anything entertaining. So you meet some of these great people, and it's like, wow, these are.
Well, I feel like this is. Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up. This is probably a good cap to the pod. Good point to have here. I think people that view stand-up comedy and going out and doing it is like, we're here to do it. Let's get good at it. Let's have fun along the way. That's the best part. You make your friends, you meet people, and in the moment you realize that being funny is something I love to do. I am with people that not only think they're the funny people, but are. Right. And so 4 nights a week, if you're able to go do it, even more if you want to, you get to spend hours with people who are funny that you can be funny with. And it's high school, so sometimes you're going to find people that are funny in a way and you don't like that, or they're not funny and they're dramatic.
Yeah.
But finding those people along the way, that's my favorite part about stand-up. And sure, it'd be nice to one day make money doing it, but if you can't approach it with that perspective, you're going to just get pissed off.
Well, I think you're in the overwhelming minority because
100%.
And nobody I know talks about it like that. And it's like,
that's how you keep your sanity.
This is pickup basketball to me.
That's exactly how Sean O and I were talking about the one day. It's like a semi-competitive YMCA league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And,
I want to get good, but if I told my wife in 3 years I'm getting to the NBA, that's fucking insane.
Well,
Yeah. Exactly.
She should stop me from going.
Yeah.
Here's I had you go to these mics too, which I've barely been at them. Because when you go and you don't go up and you just want to hang out, I've had to deal with some of these fucking losers, because I really haven't been doing comedy since Thanksgiving time. Some of these fucking Luke's had to listen to me bitch about this ad nauseum. Some of these fucking guys they don't have 2 jokes to rub together like pennies fucking come up to me. They're like, what? You're not going up? What? What's the matter? Why'd you come to a mic to just? It's like maybe it's just Charlie's here and I want to drink with them on a fucking Tuesday. But some of these fucking guys, so I think I'm just going to have to go up at some of these things and just do whatever. But it's like, I hate to have to give in to the social.
And it sucks. And it really does. And Saquon Barkley, it really does suck because then you get people that are just running something that have some sort of power to it. And they view it as or perceived power. And they've never made the effort to try to be funnier, but more specifically, try to be fun with people off stage. So now they're
yeah.
just like a person that you see that now has a show, and then you kind of have to sit there and be like, well, now I respect you. It's like, dude, we had hours together.
Yeah.
Hours together that we could have just sit and shot the shit, and you didn't do it once. And
Yeah.
those are the ones where I'm kind of like, all right, well, you're trying not to.
Yeah, I used to really enjoy stressing those fuckers out. Going. I still kind of do when I'm around them. I go up and say as many bad things around them as I can.
We've
The most
recorded,
fun.
We've recorded so much, and it's awesome. We have a specific game that we do because I do animated clips, and it's fun. It's called First Impressions.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
So we want to throw you guys an impression to try
Okay.
for the first time. We didn't prepare you at all. If you have one in the back pocket to throw our way, we can. Please remember, I have a family that tries to listen to my podcast.
Okay.
So I didn't tell them I had a podcast. I just accidentally posted to my personal one.
Facebook,
I was like,
yeah.
here we go. Okay. All right. So who wants to go first? Do I throw it to Otis or I throw it to you, Luke?
I'll go first.
Okay. Otis, can you do Bane?
You should try to get in with him. He runs a show.
That's a good name.
He might give you a guest spot.
Yeah.
Mr. Wayne. Did he say Mr. Wayne in that? Dark Knight Rises is just a ripoff of A Tale of Two Cities. You could just read A Tale of Two
Yeah, it
Cities when
is.
you're in high school, and then it's all I've seen all they need to see with Dark Knight
I
Rises.
heard that before. You were 100% right. Yeah. Fun movie, but
It was fun.
hell yeah. All right. What do you got for Luke? I know we were talking about it a little bit earlier.
Well, now the pressure's on because I should have went. Because I could do a Bane, but I don't know.
No, I don't know if you can do this one. I can't do this one. Can you do Jason Bateman?
I was a transporter, and I
That's Jason Statham.
I did the same thing.
That's Jason Statham.
I thought it was
Who's Jason
Jason.
Bateman?
He's the
Arrested
Oh, I
Development.
can't do that.
Ozarks.
I watched. Oh, from Ozarks.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wendy, what the fuck are you doing? Wendy, you're cheating on me. I can't, Jason. I can't do
That's
Jason
fine,
Then he
that's
Bateman.
fucks his wife the same way the recording shows.
Yes.
That was sick. Anybody would come up. What the fuck? Anybody?
That was
You know
weird.
there was some fucking either like an 18-year-old son of a rich guy who came up with that because
Yeah.
he watched his parents doing it, or some guy who was getting cut.
100%.
All right, Nat, you're next.
Open
Although I
drug
haven't.
dealing advice.
Yeah. All right, Nick.
Can you do? What the hell's the guy's? Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks. Oh fuck! I feel like I know the written word.
You're
of
a
Bill
Texan.
Hicks. Nah, I was just about to do George W. I felt it. I was just about to be like,
Do it.
My fellow Americans. Do we need to
no, I
change it?
can't even do
Want me
that.
to pick someone new?
Yeah,
Shaquille-
throw me
Sha-
something new.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille. that was horrible.
Full titles, Chuck.
It's just like just chanting.
I got 6 rings, Chuck. Got 6 rings. Shaq, you big dummy. You're dumb like them. You're dumb and fat like them San Antonio women.
We go 28 and 10.
28 and 10, Chuck.
Chuck.
And Ernie, my brothers,
okay,
stop
flip.
arguing, and we go to the break. Did you ever see when Charles Barkley said something like, "Yeah, if not for Lincoln, we'd be calling Ernie boss" or something?
All right, Chuck.
Oh, Chuck, hey, nah, because they come through in. And that was like a Cosby almost. But,
God bless
Yes.
NBA on TNT.
well, that's a great. I love that you guys have segments. That's great.
We're working on them.
That one you have to turn off.
Oh,
Really,
shit.
we're gonna go on forever.
I got to get one of these for the keyboard, Luke. When
Well,
the day comes that
I
I'm
use
putting-
that in all my clips. I have to.
Yeah, of course. You're not alone in Philly comedy.
That's how we go viral, baby.
Have y'all heard of dating apps?
When's
Are
your
we
Williams show?
fucking?
God, all these women trying to get over the guy who dumped them in college through their act. It's like, this is the version of me that I wish he could have seen, because then he would have dumped me after 7 dates instead of 4.
All right, well, we had fun. I got a lot of editing to do, and I'm about to pee myself. God bless y'all. Check out Sick Ghouls. Y'all, they'll probably start recording them again. Go to Bar 13 if you're in the Delaware area on Wednesdays. And y'all got a showcase now, right? Nailed?
Yeah,
Nailed Comedy will be back. What's the last Sunday of March?
All right.
March of
April.
Oh, yeah. Check out Nailed Comedy. Where y'all at? What y'all are
We're
running?
on the Rusty Nail in Ardmore, PA.
Great, we've had great times there. We also have to come. This is the last, other than the nail shows, which I will keep doing. This is the other. I have the edible show at Bar 13, April 18th. I agreed to it last year when after the last one went well, and I was hoping that they wouldn't bring it up to me again. That Fennis would find somebody else, but it's going to be a great night. Outside of the nail, I'm not like I can't see myself accepting anything else. So come see that. Come have a great time. Steve will be there. Mac will be there. I'm thrilled about it.
Can't wait. We love it.
Thank you.